Oh snap, 5 seconds, guys. I don't know if you can handle it. Oh, snap.
What? Did it crash?
No, dude, we're live. It's cool. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Well, with all the technical issues you've been having.
Well, thanks for the resub, Matt. Much appreciated.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man.
I love that Jeff Bezos money.
A very
Love
tiny piece of it. So I was reading that Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, just by virtue of being Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, made about $4 billion on Monday. Because that's silly.
That's fair.
On Monday, just on Monday,
she earned her net worth went up by about $4 billion.
That's hilarious.
Meanwhile, back in the halls of justice, everyone else is getting friggin' screwed over here.
Yeah. Oh, are we doing Italian? Are we doing Italians tonight? Is that how it's gonna be?
Mamma mia!
No, it just kind of slips, honestly.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Our
Slight
good friend
promo of
Penguin
the
Drew.
Italian dress in here.
So, Penguins, this is a playtest scenario, part one of a trilogy that I'm working on called The Symphony of Suffering. This scenario is called The Mother of Pain, and I'm going to go over that in just a moment. When Nate gives me the go-ahead, I think we're just waiting for some people to trickle in, and then...
No, we were waiting for you.
Oh, you were waiting for me? Okay, excellent. Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is The Mother of Pain, scenario one of the new trilogy called Symphony of Suffering. This is a playtest. It's on phase 2 of the playtest, so it's a little bit more refined than a typical playtest. But some artwork isn't finished. My brother, who's going to be in the chat in a bit, did all the art for this one, just like he did for the other scenario that I did, A Matter of Life and Death. But he's still working on some of the artwork because it's 3 scenarios, so it's taking a little bit of time. Because it's a playtest, there may be some bugs that I haven't ironed out, and that's part of why we're doing this. So if you guys notice a bug, we may push through it, make a decision on what it, how we're supposed to handle it, and continue the game that way. The final version is probably going to look very different, although the beats of the scenario, the story, and the concepts are going to stay the same. During the first phase of the playtest, a lot of it changed already, so I anticipate a lot of things being caught in this one, since it's the first time I'm doing a 4-player playtest for it. I'm going to read some recommendations that I created for the scenario, and then we're going to go into the intro story, and then we'll talk about what investigators we're playing. Cool, guys?
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Symphony of Suffering is intended to be played during the final half of a full campaign, so inserting it like before you go to Paris in the Path to Carcosa or sometime in the Forgotten Age. So like just inserting it into your campaign in the last half. The trilogy works as a standalone as well, as kind of a mini campaign, and it begins with this one, which is the Overture, The Mother of Pain, and then continues with the other 2. If you play them as a mini campaign, I recommend about below 29 experience points for your deck. If we're playing standalone, then there are some penalties if you go above 19 experience, which is what's going to happen right now to us. So we'll talk about that in a second. And it's not recommended that you insert the scenarios kind of parsed out, because narratively it wouldn't make sense. The story is built where one scenario happens immediately after the story of the previous scenario. So playing them basically straight in a row is how it's intended to be. That said, there's some new keywords that I did for this. In the first iteration, there were a lot more keywords, but we've kind of ironed those out. The first one is called Unearthly Stalker. It's kind of like Hunter on acid. It's basically, how Migo can travel from our dimension and phase out to another dimension and then phase back in. It's kind of meant to emulate that. So Unearthly Stalker, during the enemy's move part of the enemy phase, the Unearthly Stalker will always have a prey. And if anyone matches the prey instructions, the creature with Unearthly Stalker moves. It doesn't matter how many locations away they are, they immediately move and engage that investigator. And then they go through the attack. So it's really rough, but if nobody matches the prey instructions, so let's say for example, an Unearthly Stalker's prey is someone with 4 damage on them or more. If nobody matches those prey instructions, Unearthly Stalker doesn't trigger. So there is a limitation.
Hint, hint. Don't have more than 4 damage on you guys.
There are other triggers. So that's the first one. The other one is Fungal Infestation. This one is another one that's kind of brutal, but it is a little bit more complex. A creature with Fungal Infestation, if you hit it and don't kill it in one hit, so if it's not exhausted and you hit it and do damage to it, it exhausts automatically. But then whatever word is after the word Fungal Infestation, it'll be a card that you have to draw from the encounter deck. So if, let's say, Fungal Infestation, what's an encounter card that you guys can think of? Mysterious Chanting or something, right? Okay. Then you'll look for Mysterious Chanting in the discard pile in the deck and draw it immediately. And then the creature that you hit exhausts. And then now if the word after Fungal Infestation is a creature, it appears, or it spawns at your location exhausted. So some creatures do have fungal infestation, and it's a creature. It's kind of a different take on the swarm mechanic. So that's what it is. And then the final thing, this scenario uses pain tokens. It's I know it's a lot of stuff to keep track of, but because it's a standalone and it's 3 scenarios, I think it's okay. But if it's too much, let me know. That's part of why we're doing this.
It's okay. I'm taking notes.
Yeah, pain test or pain tokens are something that you just add to your investigator card throughout your scenario, and then they have effects throughout the scenario. So there's not a whole lot to know about it, other than if you're told to add a pain token. In this case, we're going to be using doom tokens to represent pain tokens. So if Agnes gets a pain token, then we're just going to add a doom token to her investigator card, and then that means she has 1 pain token on her. And then final is a pain test. This is a test that you take versus the damage that you've taken. So if your investigator has 1 damage on them, the difficulty of the pain test is 1. If your investigator has 4 damage on them, the difficulty of the pain test is 4. But you can only commit wild icons to the test, so it makes it very difficult to pass.
Oh,
So which stat do you use when you're doing a pain test?
Your stat is your health value. So you're only committing. Yeah. So your base is a 0, and you're testing versus your damage value, and you can commit wild icons to it. And other people can commit wild icons to your test as well, to your pain test.
So
initially,
so if you had like 2 damage on you, you'd test 2v2.
You test 0v2.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to commit an unexpected courage, and then you'd be 2-2. Yeah, it's hard. But because it's so brutal and so difficult to pass, it's not a common thing. And because you're starting the scenario with no damage, any card that you pull that's going to be a pain test will probably be an auto success unless you pull the Elder Sign or the autofill token. So it gets harder as the scenario goes. So that's basically how that goes. So that's the recommendation. So we'll go ahead and actually let's talk about our investigators, and then we'll go into the storyline. Let's start with Matastrophic.
Sure. Hi everybody, I'm Matt, and I'm going to be playing Jenny Barnes. I'm just playing a pretty straightforward generalist Jenny. I've got some pistols. I've got Lil Santiago, and I've got just a generalist deck here. Nate's showing it off right now. I also managed to draw not kleptomania, but the sleeping one. Yeah, narcolepsy. Yep. So I might fall over. But yeah, just some general stuff. Oh, High Roller. I love High Roller and Jenny, so I'm playing Jenny with High Roller.
Nice.
Yeah. You've seen this deck, Vase. You saw it last time we played together.
Oh, that was the one you played. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's
just
very
a general.
similar.
That was pretty solid, actually.
A general generalist. Yeah.
Generally speaking.
Generally speaking.
All right, and next we have Safina. Nate.
Oh, okay. Well, yep. I'm going to be playing Safina Rousseau, and I would say it's pretty standard Safina. Trying to get Sure Gamble and Ace in the Hole underneath Safina at the beginning of the game, so that we can copy it with Painted World, because that's living the dream right there. We're also playing Double Double as another way to maximize our efficiencies with events. And I guess the only thing that's kind of interesting about this deck is that there's only 2 skill cards in the entire deck.
Whoa.
Are they both quick thinkings?
No, I didn't even put quick thinking in. I put unexpected courage in. And now I'm kind of glad I put it in, because now that we know about the pain mechanic, we'll have to deal with that.
You might need some, yeah. You might need some prophesize. Some help painful against.
I do have premonition, so that could be
there you
helpful.
go. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have things like Ward 2, Deny Existence. We're mostly focused on willpower, so I went pretty spell heavy.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. JP, who are you playing?
Yeah, I'm playing Agnes Baker, and I'm trying out this Mind Eye build that I came up with after listening to the Drawn to the Flame podcast, where Peter, I think, was playing Agnes, and he was talking about making it a Mind's Eye Agnes. So I actually don't have any skill cards in the deck, Just,
Oh my god.
yeah, 0 skill cards. So I have a buttload of events, like Run to the Flame, Eternal Form, Read the Signs, Spectral Razor, Ward of Protection, level 2s. The key of the deck is playing Mind's Eye, so I can use my willpower as any others for the skill tests, and I have ways to buff my willpower with David Renfield, Holy Rosaries, and for cops, and also I have the Shining Trapetrohedon asset, the accessory slot icon from the Weaver of the Cosmos. It basically lets me test willpower and play spells for free.
Okay.
Man, talk about a word salad on this card.
Yeah. For me, it's like a possibility to pronounce it.
And I am playing Daisy Walker. It's a Vermis Mysterious deck, kind of counting on that card and a lot of recursion of insight events. Take a wild guess. How many skill cards are in this deck?
30.
0.
0, just like everybody else. We are a skillless group, apparently.
Oh, I've got skills. I've got about 8 skill cards.
Okay, so Jenny's the only.
I mean, I
skilled
got
individual.
mad skills, so.
Of all the girls, Jenny's the only one with skills with a Z.
Yep, apparently. So are you parallel? Are you playing parallel? Or are you playing normal?
I'm playing normal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't had a chance to dive in with parallel, so I don't trust myself to do any good with it.
Gotcha.
All right, so
Hey, how are you playing Hollowed Mirror in your deck?
oh yeah, that's because I can keep recurring the soothing melodies with Vermis Mysterious.
No, but how are you playing it? Are you playing Versatile?
I got Versatile. Sorry, yeah, I got I think 2 copies or 1 copy of Versatile in there.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
Versatile is it's the card of champions nowadays.
Dude, I use it in almost every deck.
Yeah,
If I can't decide what cards to cut, sorry for the dogs.
yeah, just
If
play
I
some
can't decide
Versatile.
what cards to cut, yep, just play Versatile.
Yeah.
Yep. Up your deck limit.
Yeah.
All right, so we are ready to roll with this game. So we're gonna draw our opening hands and then read the story.
Okay. I don't know what to expect, guys.
I get to draw a huge hand.
Lucky you.
Oh, my hand's so good. Oh, it's like everything I've ever wanted, all in one hand. Well, not everything.
Oh, nice. I got the 4 of Cups in my opening hand. There we go.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Safina, by virtue of having a giant opening hand, is like pretty likely to get 4 cups. That's kind of neat. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. Probably want to put a ward.
Oh. So chat's asking, what do the pain tokens do again? It sounds like they don't do anything by themselves, but they interact with other things.
With encounter cards and other aspects of the, and then
Yeah.
some of the other scenarios have different things that happen with the pain tokens. Currently, like as the game starts, all they do is, if you look at the scenario,
The scenario
token
card,
effect,
yeah.
each pain token gets you a -1 to a skull. So if you pull a skull
Okay.
for every pain token, it's a -1 to the test. So right now that's all it does, but there are other things that they do.
Okay.
Speaking of which, if anyone has more than 19 experience points,
That would be
you get
me.
a pain token. And if you have 39 or 49 XP, you do start with a physical trauma. Yeah. Only on standalone. If you're playing it, inserting it
Yeah, I
into
gotcha.
campaign, then that doesn't, obviously.
Okay.
You'll probably have trauma
So-
already.
If I have 29 XP, do I get any penalties?
So I'm setting mine over here so it's easier to see them.
So I get 1 pain token.
Yeah, I think we all do,
Okay.
huh?
No, I'm at 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, guys, I'm playing conservative.
So your skulls are 0.
Yeah, I don't like weaknesses.
I mean, I casually have an 8 experience card in my deck, so.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Double's so good though. Oh man, last time I played Safina, I was able to live the dream and double ace in the hole, and that was just so good.
It was a 9 action turn.
It was a 9 action turn.
What?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I could have taken a whole weakness and played a pocket watch, but it's like, it's a whole weakness.
I'm usually of the mind of bring 'em on.
I still have yet to make 49 the 49 XP Lola deck. I haven't done that yet. Yeah.
Multiple hollowed mirrors.
Yeah, exactly. Once I noticed that Vase wasn't going to be here with Carolyn, I was like, maybe I should pack Hell and Mirror this time.
For some reason, my copy is not working on cards. Can you copy that?
You're not promoted yet.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
let
you got to
me
promote
correct.
Vase there.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Well, how come everyone else is promoted, Nate?
I don't know.
So
I
I'm
like your
playing-
TTS night mode that I'm seeing on stream.
Oh yeah, you like that?
Yeah, how do you get night mode? How do you get...
Good question.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it sounds like it's part of your this campaign you've been running to be much more cyberpunk, with your diamonds and black triangles and like it's all very metal, volley metal, but not like heavy metal, but like metallic, and now you've got your night mode TTS and stuff. Yeah.
I prefer the term Euclidean. Thank you.
You've got your
God, you're so
Euclidean
fancy.
TTS.
Euclidean is the opposite of metal, dude. Come on.
Euclidean is the opposite of metal.
But it's
You're so random.
it's non-Euclidean geometry, right? So
Yeah. So speaking of something that's definitely not Euclidean, we've got a call for Vase to do his thing. Someone spent
Machete.
350. Yep, exactly. Someone spent
Yeah,
350 valuable points.
I didn't bring the machete this time. But
Should I bring Machete? I mean, I could just swap my. I could swap 2 slots for machetes. I mean, if it's that
Jenny
important.
with the machete.
Jenny Machete.
Jenny machete.
I mean,
Alright, guys, are
you
we
will
ready
be bringing
to,
your machete through the jungle, I would assume, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Father
imagine.
Mateo has a machete, so he's definitely gonna bring one.
Mateo Machete. Macheteo.
My father Macheteo.
Alrighty.
Mi
So,
padre.
so what's the basic story of the scenario, Vase?
Okay, so if you go to the sheets that are on the side there, where it says your friend may be in trouble, someone can
Mhm.
read that, and that's the intro. That's the prologue.
I nominate JP.
All right,
Yep.
JP, it is.
Okay. Your friend may be in trouble. As you take a day to recover from your intense investigations, a telegram arrives at your home. It seems to be an invitation to a dinner party at your friend Livia's home. To most, this may seem like a fairly standard occurrence, but with Livia's intensified research over the past several months and her overwhelming social anxiety, you find it quite suspicious that she would host a social gathering such as this. You consider the possibility that Livia has made a great discovery and chose you and several dozen people to be the first to know about it. But that hardly seems likely. You know your friend, and discoveries such as this are usually not something she would involve you in. The most suspicious aspect of the letter is the strange ecstatic tone. Livia has always been very composed, and to say that the overly excited and almost giddy tone of the invitation is unbecoming of her is a severe understatement. You decide to visit your friends tonight, if only to make sure everything's fine. You drive off toward Livia's new home on Tunisia Avenue.
So by driving off, does that mean we all carpool with in Jenny's car? Because she's probably the only one who could afford one.
Yeah, well, Lonnie had to. I'm assuming Lonnie, finally fixed it so we could finally get over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Upon arriving at Bolivia's house, a strong, moldy odor permeates your senses, and it seems to be coming from inside. You know Bolivia to be a very clean person, making this a rather unusual occurrence. Bolivia's home fills you with a strange foreboding. The door is not locked, and you walk into an abhorrent sight. The ceilings, floors, and walls are covered in some sort of dirt, and the smell is almost unbearable. This place is in no condition for a party. You've searched most of the house and now stand in front of the bedroom. You knock, and there's no answer. The door is ajar, and you walk inside. Alright, so we need to get 16 clues.
Oof.
One thing to note from the agenda, if you draw an enemy, you have to treat it as a peril and flip it to its non-facing side and put it in your threat area until
Oh,
it's struck.
okay. All right, I was wondering if you're doing, if you're saying like turn it upside down or like put it face down, that sort of
Face
thing.
down,
Okay.
yeah. What did I
Okay.
say? How do I word it here? Upside down.
Place the card upside down?
Upside down. Yeah, so
Yeah.
agenda.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Also, one other thing, since it's a play test, I will
You're
be taking
playtesting.
notes
Yeah.
upside down to on its
To face down.
face
That's how,
down.
that's how they usually say these things. Like
So,
I think Safina even. What does it say here? Nope, never mind. I think like Diana Stanley uses the term face down.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So, yeah,
all right, and who wants to read the flavor text for the bedroom?
I will. Okay, so we're gonna start off in the bedroom. The door to the house is slightly ajar. You knock anyway, but after a few minutes without a response, you enter the house. A quick search throughout the rest of the house yields nothing. You decide to check the bedroom. So is this the part where Nate, you get to start off your sweet, sweet royalty-free music? And
Oh, it's been going the whole time, man.
oh, I just have the. Oh man, I can't hear
The
it.
chat is saying burn it down. Just burn the house down.
Oh man, I'm missing out on the royalty-free music. I gotta like turn on the Twitch, but then I'll hear myself talking, which is
Robert,
not the
you
worst
cracked
thing
me
in the
up.
world. Yeah.
Oh man, who wants to be lead investigator? Jenny, since you drove us here.
Damn it. Okay, so we start off in the bedroom. Let's flip this over. We're just looking for 16 clues. There's 2 of them here in the bedroom. Okay. The bedroom
more
seems to be the dirtiest part of the house. Bolivia is still nowhere to be found. You stand back to take it all in and find 3 areas that could help clue you in as to her whereabouts. The bed itself. Okay, I've looked at the bed itself. She's not in the bed. Okay. The chest of drawers and the window. Okay, so we're just, I guess we're looking for details as to what could be going on here.
Right, clues and such.
Okay.
What clues
So
in an
I have-
Arkham game?
Yeah. So I have mostly a setup turn, because like Shroud 3 is a little it's a little big for me. It's a little high for me right now. So I'm actually gonna go first action draw. As I look for more skill boosters. I fall asleep. Okay, that's my turn.
Better now than later, I guess.
Well, at least there's a bed nearby.
Yeah, I look for the bed, and then
This
that's-
looks so comfortable.
Well, that's my turn, guys.
Oh my god.
Sick turn, bro.
Okay, note to self. All right, note to self, chat. If you have narcolepsy in your deck, draw last action, not first action. Although my other weakness is amnesia, so drawing first. If I had
Oh
drawn
my
like, yeah,
Yeah,
way,
generally
drawing
drawing
first action was bad,
should
yeah.
advise.
but not when you have this. Okay, yeah, okay. Lesson learned,
Yeah.
chat. Yeah,
Well, I'll do my setup turn next.
does your setup turn
I will-
include waking me up? Can someone wake me up,
No,
please?
I don't have the actions for that. So I get a resource. I'll play soil. I'll get a random cat.
Can the cat wake me up?
No. I get Zeal and oh yeah. Then I'll play the meat cleaver.
Very nice.
That's my turn.
All right. Nate?
Oh, you took a resource. I was like, how on earth did you?
Yeah.
I'm good at
Good
this.
time to take a resource. Your companion's asleep.
Yeah, I did probably up.
Waking up yet.
Sick.
Oh, Jenny's wallet. She doesn't mind. She's sleeping.
Just slap her. Hilarious. Okay, well, I guess I'll spend an action to wake Jenny up.
All right, thanks, Safina.
And then let's play Rosary. Then I think last action, I'm going to draw this hot streak.
Okay.
All right. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How many actions to wake you up to?
I already did it.
Safina
Oh, you
already
woke
did
up.
it.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I missed that. Sorry. I'm going to. Anyone want cards yet?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to preposterous sketches.
Why? Thank you. Oh no, that's
Is that
only for
anyone?
yourself.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
That's only for me. Darn it.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. Then I will spend 4 resources to play the fingerprint kit, and then I will. I guess
there
I
you
don't
go.
have to draw to the flame just yet.
Yeah,
We'll
the
use the
fingerprint
fingerprint kit.
Yeah, that's a
So-
great way to get 2 clues. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think a higher shroud would probably be better. So fingerprint, and here we go. That is a elder thing, which is a minus 4.
4.
If you fail,
that's
draw
a
2
fail.
cards.
So I draw 2 cards. If they're not weaknesses, I discard them. That's brutal. Yep, they're discarded.
Okay.
Okay, that sucked. Oops.
Thanks, penguins.
Okay,
I'll have to load that in real
second
quick.
fingerprint kit.
Hold on, before you make any other tests.
Oh, you're gonna add a bless?
I
We've been
guess-
blessed.
Thank you, penguins. Dorks. we're really off to a bad start. I just lost 2 cards and failed an investigate on a shroud 3 with a 6.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I'll add it the blessed there.
Oh, did you already add it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Duplication of
Trying
effort.
to be helpful. Don't remove it. I'll just add it. Just-
Down, can I draw?
go for it.
There we go. -5. Dude, Daisy sucks at investigating. I guess I should have drawn to the flame. That is my turn.
Ooh. Where did your
That's
fingerprint
a-
charges go? Where did they?
I spent 2 of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, this is brutal. We're doing so bad already.
I'm doing great. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I
Yeah,
woke
this is gonna
Jenny
be
up. I
everyone.
played some assets. I'm on a hot streak, man.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
All right. Sounds like we're on upkeep though.
When I said this was a short scenario,
Okay.
okay, I'm prepared for the mythos phase at least.
So are we starting with Jenny?
Yeah,
Do
sure.
it.
Okay, give us some doom.
Do Boom.
Okay, here we go. Boom.
Ooh.
It hurt so much. Oh dear. Okay, perform a pain test. If you fail, for each point you fail by, choose. Okay, so I'm at 0 versus 0. I'll just take it on the chin.
Yep.
I
So you-
succeed at 0 versus 0, so no problem there. Okay. Yeah.
All right, and then I guess
Safina?
I'll go. Tainted
So is
fruit.
this- Is this image of it hurts so much from the man of
Test willpower 2 to resist the temptation of eating the moldy fruit. Well, good thing I have a decent amount of willpower. This skill test gets +1 difficulty for each pain counter on you, which is currently 1, so it's testing 3. If you fail, take a damage and a horror and shuffle tainted fruit back into the encounter deck. If you succeed, discard it and add it to the victory display.
I just noticed I'm calling them pain tokens sometimes and sometimes counter. What do you guys think should be the right word?
Ooh.
Probably
tokens.
token.
Pain tokens? Okay.
Yeah. I wonder what other while you guys are doing this phase, I'll look and see what other cards like. So there'll be other cards that'll say place 3 resources on. Yeah, that's a good question actually. I'll think about it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm already 5 versus 3, so hopefully I have better luck than you guys. Woo!
Hey!
Oh, wow, my signature move.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So it gets reshuffled back into the encounter deck. And you take
And you take a damage to horror. Oh my gosh.
Wow, I'm so good at this game.
What is going on?
This has been so far really horrendous.
Penguins wants his channel points back.
All right. Invasive cardidiasis. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Candidiasis. Add this card to your threat area. After you draw a player card, perform a pain test. For each point you fail by, lose a resource. If you do not have resources, discard the card you just drew, unless it's a weakness. And you can take a damage to remove it. And it says, the spores invade your flesh, causing a change that begins as bothersome but quickly escalates to desperation as the infected flesh hurts with intensity. Ouch.
Okay. Every time you draw a player card. Oh man, that's an anti-seeker card right there. Good job.
Yeah. That's the worst person to get it. Let me play Preposterous Sketches next.
Okay.
Hurt.
Wine. And I get the Dimension
So
Shuffler.
that's a peril. So you have to
see-
flip it and put it in your threat area flipped.
Okay.
It still read it.
You can, but it's a peril, so we're not supposed to.
Yeah, so get away.
All right. Are we on investigator phase?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
believe so, yeah.
All right.
Penguins-
Now I'll take my second first turn.
Penguins, you
I'll just-
knew what you signed up for in this channel by giving away those internet points. That's at least the 3rd time I've done that on stream.
Yeah. All right. So I'll just take my
Needed.
second first turn by just playing some cards and being done.
Nice. You finally get a turn this game.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so let's see.
Oh, you
here.
gotta reshuffle this tainted fruit into the encounter deck.
Oh.
Actually, that would have to change it. Oh, never mind.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
you're right.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Random is random still.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I want to probably gain a resource first action, second action, play hot streak, go up to 10, and then last action I can. Should I draw into the flame or should I?
Or you
Let's-
should read signs. That's a good question. Well, if you've got tons of money, read the signs sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
What do you got? Like 7, 8 versus 3 versus against us? Maybe 9
That'd be
even.
6.
Oh, okay.
6 or yeah,
Oh, you got-
7.
yeah,
7, 8. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can count.
Yeah. We're all learning.
All right, 8 versus 3.
Yes, we've spent 19 actions and haven't discovered
Oh
a single
my
clue.
god.
Oh no, penguins. I only spent 1 action
Oh
when I fell asleep.
God.
Yeah. Did you just draw another? Oh my god.
Yes. We have not discovered a single clue on a Shroud 3 location. Using fingerprint kits and special thing. Oh my god. Was that your turn, Nate?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Resource,
okay.
hot streak into that. Yep.
All right. Final fingerprint charge. Does this
Okay.
get discarded if I use
Okay,
the last
here we
one?
go.
This
Here
is
we go, you
for
can do it.
most of the marbles.
Skull. That's a -1. So good. I get
Okay,
2 clues.
we did it. We got
Yay.
clues.
I'm proud of you.
All right. Okay.
1, 2. All right.
Okay.
So that's action 1. Action 2, I guess I'll discard this invasive. And I'll take a
Okay.
damage. So action 3, I will move. Bed or drawers? What do you guys think?
I think the bed. That sounds more interesting. Like.
All right. The bed is a nauseating sight. Mold covers every inch of the bed. Perhaps a closer look will yield more information on Oblivious's whereabouts.
Oh my god, and Jenny fell asleep on this thing?
It's disgusting.
So Jenny just fell
Oh.
asleep like in the bedroom, but didn't bother to like go over to the bed.
She's like, fuck the bed. As you search above and beneath the bed, a cloud of spores is agitated, filling the area with a noxious cloud. Some less intense searching will help avoid stirring up any more. So you can't search too crazily. It's a Shroud Zero with a ton of clues. When entering the bed for the first time, add a pain token to your investigator card. If you succeed investigating by more than 4 points, you get a pain token as well. Okay.
Okay.
So I add a pain token as I start it. And all right,
we
so
better
final.
come and
That was my
read
final.
the signs, so we don't get the pain tokens.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
my final action.
Damn it! Should have saved it.
Oh, we didn't know. Plus, you really need to read the signs on Shroud Zero.
I mean,
Yeah,
better than
if
adding
you don't
pain
want the
tokens.
pain tokens.
Yeah.
I could draw him to the flame.
Yeah, that doesn't either give you pain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point. Learning the game slowly but surely.
All right, JP.
Okay, I have this shambler here, which I need to deal with. So I'll first action hit it with the meat cleaver.
Oh, so it's still an
so you-
active bad guy, even though it's face down?
Yeah, that you just can't
it's-
help me apparently.
Yeah, it's basically
Oh.
not. No, it shouldn't be active though.
Oh,
Yeah, because you can't see it. It's a peril. It's just basically.
It's in another dimension.
Yeah, I don't know if
Okay.
I should make that more clear in the rules.
Yeah.
I was just thinking it's like the same thing as with Patrice's weakness.
No,
It's
it's
in your
supposed to
hand,
be. They're
so
not
I
out
can have-
yet.
I
Okay,
think
so I
adding
don't
it
have
to your
to
hand
remind
would be a better idea almost.
Oh, that's
Or
a
like-
good idea.
Or like set it aside until something else happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good question. Yeah.
Add to your hand as a peril. I like the add to your hand.
It could be peril hidden,
Yep.
like
Peril hidden?
Narlathotep is in the Vergard's well. You add it into your hand. Okay,
Solar
well-
J is in the chat. Solar J was one of the playtesters for Phase 1. Thank you so much. A lot of it has changed, Solar J, since you guys playtested the first phase of this. So you'll notice a lot of your suggestions have been implemented. Thank you so much for being a playtester.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll get Forbidden Knowledge into play. And should I go see what's in the garden or in the...
You
Chest
can't enter the
drawer.
garden while it is actimony.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we gotta get away
maybe
from
I'll
this from
go
down here.
check the drawers.
Drawers. Okay.
So,
Okay, that's-
for Shroud location with the one clue per investigator. As you approach the chest, it is clear that the dust and dirt covering the furniture is actually some sort of mold. The handwritten documents on top of the chest are dated and indicate a fairly recent authorship. Unfortunately, they are written in a strange language and you are unable to make out all of it. You do recognize a few words, but they make little sense. The words are mother, below, and feed her my agony.
Ooh, that's a weird word to know. In this.
Yeah. Okay, so that
Now
was
this
my
seems
second
like a time
action.
for Drawn to the Flame, to be honest, or read the signs, because look at all that
yeah.
shroud.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll uncage the soul and read the signs for free.
Have we reconsidered burning the place to the ground?
Sure. Yeah. I'm testing 7 versus 4. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
There you go.
Yay.
The most
Yeah, if the name
optimal
isn't
use of
made, You
blessing.
won't pull the autofill when you play the game.
Oh yeah, I need to remove the. Oh, you're doing it already.
Yeah, I was like, where's the trash cans? I'm so used to having the trash can right there
Uh-huh.
in my version of the mod.
So 2 clues, and that's my turn.
That's everybody's turn. Boom.
Yep. So enemy phase.
No enemies. Upkeep.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Second short
Back
link.
in here.
Man, where's my dream enhancing serum?
Curses.
You're
I don't
thinking
need
about
2
doing
cigarettes.
drugs right now. You're gonna fall asleep just like Jenny.
Don't jinx me, man. Why do you gotta be like that? See if I ward any of your stuff.
Okay.
I got my own words. I'm fine.
All right. So I guess we get to get ready to advance here. We're about to enter agenda 1B.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Go.
Okay. What do we got?
It's more than
Take us
just a
away, mate.
moldy smell. You are engulfed in a cloud of spores. Your body is racked with pain, and the overwhelming pain brings you to your knees. Wherever Bolivia is, she must be in danger. Each investigator must attempt a pain test. For each point they fail by, you place a pain token on your investigator to a maximum of 3.
Okay. Pain test.
Okay.
Jenny, you're pretty much gonna pass unless you pull an auto fail.
I did not pull an auto fail. Okay. I am pain free.
Alright,
Yep.
so I have to test 1 versus 0. And yeah.
Hey! Here we go. I'm testing out.
Wait, hold on.
Let's
So
do
this is why. Oh, whoa, hold on. Oh. Hey!
Oh
But
my
the-
god, dude, we're all passing.
Guys, we got a blessed bee, so Agnes
Trust
might be
her
okay.
feet.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
stick the blessed
actually,
in there.
you.
Did you grab it already?
Yeah, I grabbed the blessed. It's already in there.
Okay.
Yeah. All
That's
right,
you
all
it.
right, Agnes.
Drum
you see-
roll.
You're testing
but
0
you didn't-
0.
Didn't basically fail the test. Yeah, 2 pain tokens, and it's a +0.
Oh, right. She did fail. Oh, okay. I just assumed, that you guys were all
Yeah.
like Jenny, where it means like you actually pass things on your elder signs.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, so I'm testing. I need a +1 to succeed.
No, you didn't. No,
You're
you didn't.
making
No,
this.
you didn't.
Plus
Oh,
4
you-
and elder sign.
Oh, I don't have a horror.
Oh. If only you had taken this opportunity in the action window to use forbidden knowledge,
Yeah.
you would have been okay. So,
So, yeah, I actually need the card and resource from there. So what happens? I'll take
another pain token.
another paid token. Yeah.
Yep, double the pain, twice the pain, twice the fun.
Oh, it's for each point you fail by.
Yeah, so you double your pain.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought you succeeded. Didn't you draw an elder sign?
Yeah, but it was a
it's
0 versus
Plus
2.
0.
Yes, it's yours.
All
I
right, what
don't
happens
have any
next?
horror. If I had horror on me, then I would have a plus. Would some.
And we've like used up all our all our elder sign luck for like the whole scenario now.
Yeah.
We're in for some
Yeah.
trouble.
We totally have.
As you conquer your resolve, you hear sounds of movement all around. Something or someone is inside the house, and something tells you it's not Bolivia. Not to be confused with the country. Oh, that's Bilvia.
It's
Bolivia.
Bolivia.
It-
Bolivia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
not
gonna keep
Bolivia.
calling that Bolivia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only people who can't read confuse it with the country because they're spelled differently.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Especially on stream, man. I can't read. Okay, so reveal every enemy that was placed face down in your threat area and resolve its revelation effect. Then, if the enemy has spawn instructions, resolve those as normal. Finally, if the enemy has a listed prey instruction, move the enemy to the threat area of the investigator that best fits those prey instructions. If the enemy doesn't have spawn or prey instructions, it is now engaged with you.
Okay.
Flip this over.
Is the next story character named Columbia?
Columbia.
Columbia.
With no O. Columbia.
Okay, so it's prey is investigator with the most pain tokens, but with at least 4 pain tokens.
I have
so
2.
It doesn't.
So I think
it
that's
doesn't
none of
have
us.
prey.
Okay.
So it has Hunter, Retaliate, and Earthly Stalker, Fungal Infestation, Mass Growth.
It's
Okay.
brutal.
So
it's
we gotta
just
deal
engage
4 to
with
it. I think we're
Yeah,
just gonna
I-
evade this thing.
I can just kill it.
Well,
Okay,
if we
well, it is
evade
4
it,
health.
remember it's got Unearthly Stalker, so as soon as one of us has 4 pain tokens, it's going to start basically teleporting to
Yeah.
where we are.
That, and if we hit it without killing it, we'll get a moss growth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Mhm.
Which you guys don't know what that is yet. So
Yeah.
a large shambling mound
So-
of vegetation and fungus phases out of the shadows. Moss grows instantaneously at every point where each of its steps touch the ground. So
we're still in
what's
the
interesting
middle
about this
phase, right?
enemy on a 1-player game, the fungal infestation doesn't trigger because it only
Oh,
has
right.
one.
1 health. Yeah.
So it's meant to be more brutal for multiplayer.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right. What do we got here? Unnatural growth.
The,
Take it away, Nate.
the infestation is unnatural. Things have emerged that defy mankind's understanding of fungal biology. Whether parasitic or a side effect of its natural behavior, it is clear that whatever grows here is a threat to human health.
Well, you know, the fact that Bolivia is a hoarder of like rare molds is already a threat to human health. So the parasites are just on top of that.
Chat, it's Obliviosa, okay?
Obliviosa. All right, so we have some clues to get, and we've got cards to draw. Oh, dang it! All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, what do I got? Oh, hello. Sporothrix magna. All right, what do we got here? When it attacks you, add a pain token. A cloud of fungal spores floats aggressively towards you at an immeasurable speed. Oh gosh, so it's like, oh, we got spores. Ew. All right, and stuff.
Tearing at your flesh. Place this card in your threat area, limit 1 per investigator. Revelation, test willpower 5. For each point you fail by, place a resource on this card to a maximum of 4. Forced, when drawing a player card, you may choose to instead forego drawing that card and remove a resource from tearing at your flesh. Forced, at the end of the Mythos phase, remove a resource from it and take a damage in a horror. And if there's no resources on it, yeah, that seems worth warding.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Well, it's only a willpower test. I mean, you could just pass the willpower test.
I mean, it's 6v5.
Yeah.
That seems worth warding.
Yeah. Yeah, you can save your unexpected courages for pain trains. You know, that
Yeah.
come up later. Yeah.
Bye-bye. No thank you.
All right, here we go.
Daisy.
Moss everywhere.
I'm sorry, it's moss everywhere!
Moss everywhere.
Thank you.
Attached to your location. Oh, and its keyword is moss.
Okay.
When you
Okay.
use an action to move in or out of the attached location, you must spend an additional action to do so. If you can't, cancel the effects of your move. You can do an action to test 3 agility and discard it, or you can add a pain token and discard it. All right, so
Okay.
it goes in the location, which is the bed.
So it costs 2 actions to move in or out. Okay.
Only when you, in or out, yeah.
It's
Okay,
Moss
so,
Eisley.
Moss Isley. I see. We're gonna have lots of. It's pun day. It's pun night at Great Old Ones Gaming.
Is the lightning bolt action before or after I draw the card?
believe it's after.
Okay, so I'll take the card first.
Oh
Moss
my god,
everywhere.
it's drawing
And that's the
everywhere.
location.
Oh god, we're gonna have to do something to get rid of this then.
So education session from playing lots of Lola. Your first fast window of the round starts when anyone takes a test. So if Nate decided to take that willpower test, you would have been able. That would have been an action window for you to use your forbidden knowledge.
Oh,
Yep, the things you have to know when you play
that's
Lola.
good to know.
Yeah,
the
the
timing
more you
window, that's
know.
partially why I don't play
now
her, 'cause it's
Use the
complex.
forbidden knowledge.
So now we start the
Okay.
investigator phase. Now your
Yeah,
timing
but-
window opens. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't do it in the Mythos.
Yeah, unless someone were to start a test, then you would have
Okay.
a window. It's strange, but that's how it works.
Well, that complicates things.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what do we do? All right. We've got monsters to deal with. We've got mold. We've got. How are you looking over there? Agnes.
So Tell me again how the fungal.
So,
This
fungal
unearthly
infestation-
circle.
If you hit it, if you do damage to it with an attack, it has to
Okay.
be with an attack. And if it doesn't kill it, it exhausts. And then whatever word is after fungal infestation, you search for it in the encounter deck or discard pile and add it to your threat area. So if you hit it and don't kill it in one hit, you'll need to find the card called Moss Growth and add it to your threat area.
So spells are very good in this scenario.
But it will exhaust. So at least you have that going for you.
Okay, well, I think I'll hit it. I'll
Hold
use
on,
seal.
I'm setting up. I'm sending help. Okay.
No.
There you go. It's in the bag now.
Okay. I'm taking one horror with the meat cleaver. So I'm fighting 5, 6, 7 versus 5.
That's a tough one. Got a high combat value.
Okay.
Hmm.
Tablet -3, so I fail. I lose one action.
no.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
That's right.
And it has
Oh, and another
retaliate.
blessing.
1 damage and 1 horror.
Don't worry, guys. I'll draw all the blessed tokens.
Oh, we got another blessed, guys.
Along with auto fails.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll
That's
take
probably
one horror,
true.
So I'll put 1 horror on the thing. So
By
this
the way,
is,
guys, my
attack.
brother is on the chat. He's the one who did the artwork for this scenario. So
Yeah, looking really good with the arc.
So this is the part where your brother tells us all about the the secret history of all the artworks.
I just sent him a list of what I needed. He has no idea what this scenario is about.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I need a girl with like moss on her face, and then he just do it.
So last action, I'll try to evade this guy. It's -2. I bet.
Oh boy.
Oh
Not looking
boy.
good for Agnes.
Oh my gosh. We keep failing by 1 on these things.
Dude, we've had such a
That-
rough start to it.
Yeah.
That's my turn. So in the enemy phase, I can do another damage.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
somebody needs to do 2 damage.
Hit it for 2.
So if you did, you didn't hit it with an attack. Never mind. Okay, cool.
No, I
Um,
took a horror from the retaliate, so I pinged it for
Right.
1 with Agnes's ability.
roll us.
All right.
You have 2 damage on it because
1.
you took a horror from the meat cleaver and then from the retaliate.
Yep. But I can only do it once per phase.
Oh,
once
I
per investigation phase. But in the enemy phase, I can take 1 resource from Forbidden Knowledge and do it again.
Gotcha.
All right. So what happens next? I think let's see. Looks like you're all by yourself there, Daisy. And it's 2 actions for us to come in. So
Yeah, to both locations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, you
We-
might as well. It's the only 2 places you can go right now
Yeah.
until we have 16 clues.
What are you planning to do, Nate?
I think I'm probably gonna play Rite of Seeking, play Shriveling, do something else.
Okay. Yeah, the moss means we can't get. It's hard for us to get into that location.
Yeah, I can't even get
Yeah.
into that location because it would take 4 actions for me to get there.
Yeah,
Oof. Okay. So that's gonna be trouble.
it doesn't look like you're very well equipped at investigating right now.
Oh,
Nah, I'm planning to fight.
Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, I probably am just gonna set up for this turn and then go from there.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just go and do that.
Okay.
So first action, second action. We'll spend 7 resources to play Rite of Seeking and play Shriveling. And then last action, I guess I'll just draw a card.
Well, before you do, I was like, if you feel like hooking me up with a little blast, that'll save me some actions here.
Some blast.
Yeah, if you want to hit this fella right here with a little shrivel,
Oh, right. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, how you
Are
feeling
sure
about
you wanna
that?
ask Nate to
I mean,
do
I-
that? Because you might shrivel you.
I drew a double though.
Oh no!
Mm.
No.
And no.
Okay.
It's all right.
Oh, thanks.
I'll shrivel for you. I'm a nice
All
guy.
right, I'll hook you up with some guts.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna be 6, 8 versus 4.
Okay.
Oh, here comes the
There goes the holler. Oh, thank God. Okay,
Woo!
Minus
okay, we
4.
lose our plus.
Number needed. Wow.
So good at this game.
Oh, okay.
Oh no,
Okay.
actually, you got a +4, so you're way succeeding.
Yeah. We were 4
Okay.
up, and then we drew basically a 0. So that seems good.
Okay.
But then I take a horror, so
Yeah. Okay,
actually I'll
this is good.
put it on the rosary here.
Mhm.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can help out Agnes. Let's see how I do. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot this. Sporthrix Magna, and if I use a Derringer, I am gonna be at 5 versus 4 in this, which isn't so great. Wow, that really is. Oh no, 6 versus. 5. No, it's only 5 versus 4. God damn it, that's not so good. If I put the watch this in, I'll be at 6 versus 4, but it's still not that great. I mean, look at this freaking bag, man. This bag has got -3s all over the place. Okay, well, skulls are -0 for me. All right, if I'm 2 over with watch this, I feel decent about my odds about doing 1 damage, but I'm not going to bet anything on watch this because I don't think I'm going to succeed by 1. All right, well, I'll just give it a shot at 6 versus 4. That's a -0. Okay, so I succeed by 2.
Nice.
Okay, that's good. So it's down. Okay, so that's gone. That's good. All right, I don't get the extra action though. Yuck. So I can't exactly get into there and help. What do I gotta do? Because I only have 2 actions left. Oh, I succeeded by 2. That's good. I get lucky cigarette case.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. So
Spawns appear.
everything's 2 away. You know. So maybe Izzy was in this. Maybe Izzy's in the window.
On the
Izzy,
window.
I'm gonna look in the window for Izzy.
I
Okay.
think it's here.
Yeah, maybe she's in there somewhere.
There's a piece of toast with mold on it that's got Izzy's
Yeah, I
face
know.
on it.
I was kind of hoping she would spawn under the bed. I was like, I'm gonna look under the bed for Izzy. Are you in there? No. What I want to actually do is since Agnes might be having some trouble, I'm gonna come help Agnes. So I'm gonna spend my other 2 actions entering the room. Yeah, and that'll be it.
All right, so
All right.
enemy
So
phase.
now I get to go. I'm gonna.
Oh right, you haven't gone. I forgot. You're
You're
still playing this game.
Right. I think I'm gonna first spend 2 resources to play the backpack. I gotta get some freaking tomes on in here. Oops, what am I discarding it for?
Backpack.
So I searched 6 cards. So 6. What is it? No, that's not it.
You find Divermus Mysteris. Medical
Yeah,
text.
There we go. Oh, medical texts are gonna come in handy.
So one thing that you can do, Vase, is you can right-click on your deck, and you can hit cut, and then there'll be a slider, and you match the right number, the number on the right of the slider.
Testing you to make sure you knew that. All right, cool. Finally got some tomes, but I don't have the resources to pay for it. I guess I'll just exacerbate the situation and draw into the flame. What do you guys think? Get an enemy on me?
Oh, that sounds like a terrible idea.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's not do that. I'm just gonna investigate straight up. 5 to a 0. Here we go.
Ooh, you might be getting some pain.
Oh,
You don't get any
my
pain.
God, dude. What is going on with this bag today?
You don't get any pain.
You're
What
right.
you do, yeah. You know, the medical text, you maybe. Now
0.
you get
So
pain.
I succeed. Now I get a pain token. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good
Getting
idea.
0, my God.
Maybe you know who actually. Tell you what, once we get rid of these baddies, I'd be glad to investigate because I'm at 3, and if I'm investigating 3 at 0, I am not going to be succeeding by 4 or more. You know, like.
True.
Plus, if I
that's-
play this Wall of Santiago that's in my hand, she'll be able to discover a clue for free without getting paid. So I mean, I can take care of it. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you get rid of that
depends
moss,
on this
then-
round, because we may
Yeah.
get enemies starting to come, so
Mhm.
we'll see.
Yeah. To be honest,
alright, that-
these two clues are going to be troublesome unless we use like
Mhm.
Drawn to the Flame because Shroud Forge quite a bit. Yeah.
Well, we have, let me see, 2, 3, we have 5, so we only need 11 more.
11 more. Yeah,
two.
I mean, we've got 2 left here at the chest of drawers. I mean, let's see, what are we at? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have to basically get all the locations if we're gonna,
Maybe, yeah.
gonna have
Okay.
to advance.
All right, that's turns. Let's upkeep. Oh, enemy
Oh,
phase
first
first.
enemy phase. Hello.
Okay, so it hits me. I'll put horror on me and ping it for 1. And I'll put the damage on Doyle.
Okay.
And that's it for enemy phase, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, upkeep.
Keep.
Ooh, a storm of spirits. There we go.
hmm
I gotta say, Nate, somehow you always manage, bro. Even when you succeeded, you managed to use up all our blessings. in one test. I don't know how you do it, man.
Send help chat, but like put a note attached to the blessed token, like this is for Agnes only.
How dare you attempt to stir fate like that?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to Mythos phase here. We're at 1 Doom of
Alright.
9.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It hurts so much. I will gladly perform this pain test at 0 versus 0. I totally not fail that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Nothing bad happens on that tablet, so that's good.
Oh, whoops, it's me.
All right, Nate.
Oh no!
Oh, and you're by yourself. Oh no.
The good thing is they're victory, so if you kill them, they're not coming back.
Yeah,
Okay,
and it's
so-
face down now, so it doesn't do anything.
No, it's not face down anymore. That was only act
Oh.
or
Yeah.
unit 1.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I just
not
straight up have
anymore.
to kill this thing. Yeah, okay,
Mhm.
that's fine.
Well,
All right.
Good thing I played Triveling last turn.
yeah.
Histoplasma extremis. Test 4. I'm not going to succeed this. If you fail, lose 1 action and add a pain token. Okay. Yeah, that's an auto.
Oh.
Insult to injury much? Yeah, I'm
Oh.
on 4 pain tokens. I am now a prey of this dimensional shambler. So during
Yeah, that-
enemy phase, they will
Just jump on you.
disengage and jump on me. Yeah,
Okay.
they will do that.
So even if they're engaged, they leave us.
Yes.
So
Yes.
after their prey. Okay.
So
I
I am
can
screwed
innovate
next round.
and the assist limit 1 per investigator at discard to your area.
Okay.
Okay.
That seems like a great thing to have David Renfeld take for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and there's 13 fish you play.
Oh. JP.
Oh, so
Oh, that's awful.
yeah, that is pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually awful because we're trying to take down something that is a 5 to hit.
Oh,
So it's like, ugh.
Did somebody test something? Nobody tested. Yeah, you did test with Jenny, so I could have used this forbidden knowledge.
Yes, that would have been the appropriate time to give yourself a horror and deal a damage to it. Yeah.
Except there's no point. Yeah, because I'll just auto hit with the Zeal and kill it.
Let me, guys, on my turn, right? Oh wait, do this test first, and then I'll tell you what my
Well, you wanna
thoughts are here.
Well, you want to blast him because it'll put him down to 1 hit point, and then Zeal can auto hit and kill him. But you got to
Yeah.
put another damage on him for that to happen. Oh, but you're
Yeah,
talking
but-
about doing it at the investigator phase. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I miscounted because
Mhm.
I could also.
Auto hitting with
Really?
Zeal seems great because he's difficulty 5, and
Yeah.
you've got 13th vision in play.
So
Yeah.
I'll take the 1 resource, take 1 horror, and 1 damage
Okay.
in the middle space on it. And
Okay.
investigation.
Okay, can I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna use an action to gain a pain token to get rid of this moss everywhere. So that gets discarded.
Man, you're in so much pain. You're at pain 5. What are you
I
doing to
know,
yourself,
it's-
Daisy?
Smacking herself over the head
with.
with books.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna investigate.
But then you're just gonna get more pain if you investigate.
No pain, no
Yeah.
gain, man.
And you're right. I'm moving.
Go to the
I'm gonna
window.
move to Safina's location. You think I should? I want to help Safina though.
Nah, I'll be
Oh.
fine.
You'll be fine against a 5,
She have a shriveling.
but it's against a 5.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So
Oh, yeah.
let me
It's
move
alright.
to
I'm
help
gonna draw
Safina.
all the blessings. So
I'm gonna move to Safina's
Oh, yeah.
location, and then
Mhm.
I'm going to draw a card. Please don't be something bad. Okay, good. That's my 3 actions.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe I'll go next.
Let me think
Or
here.
do you want?
Okay, so if I go next, since you've got the dimensional shambler taken care of, I think I can put down Little Santiago and then take a shot at dealing with moss everywhere.
Sure.
By making the test. That seems decent. The only problem is, 13th vision is going to be a problem, but it seems like a decent plan.
well, then
So,
you could let him go
Should
first.
I go first?
Yeah, but then what are you going to do after
I'll-
your first action?
Use 2 actions to get rid of
get rid
13th
of the-
vision.
Oh, 13th vision. There you go. Okay, there you go. Sounds good. Okay.
Okay, I'll go first. So first action, I'll discard seal. I auto hit this guy. Dead.
Okay.
So
Send in the cat.
the
Enter
victory is
display.
Yeah, I like how a
Alright.
cat just managed to be an interdimensional being.
Yeah.
Very, very
Okay,
strange.
and
Oh, it's an interdimensional
last
cat.
2 actions, discard this. So that's my turn.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, I'll go. I'll go first action, Lil Santiago. Okay, so now I'm at a 4 versus 3 to test moss everywhere. That actually seems pretty good. I'll do that. Second action, test moss everywhere. I'm at 4 versus 3. Super
Hey!
success. Okay, that's good. So moss everywhere is dealt with as my second action. Okay, third action, I'm gonna head up here to back to the bed. I'm gonna have to put a pain token on my card, but someone's gonna have to go in there and investigate everything. That's my third action, and then as a non-action, I'll just let Lil Santiago get one of the clues. Yeah.
All right, how many do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 out of.
Oh wow,
16?
Lola is super good on that location. That's silly.
Yeah.
There you go.
She's slow, but she's super good.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
on your turn, Nate, I'm gonna spend a resource and play anatomical diagrams.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that seems like a great use for anatomical diagrams.
So this gets -2.
against- Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh wow, it's not just one attack. It's all the attacks.
the whole turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see why you wanted to go first there, Vase.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so dealing with a 3, that seems much better.
Yeah, well,
It seems
we
like something
got
they
this.
can do. I mean, unless you draw tentacles.
I hope so. It's a selfish move because if not, then it's coming after me.
Yeah.
All right, so we're testing 3v6. First test.
Oh my god, dude.
All
And
right.
it's gonna retaliate.
Oh, yes, it is. Damage, horror. Okay. Second action, shrivel again.
Go again.
3v6. Come on. 3v6.
-3.
Whew,
Sure.
that's a pass, but I take a horror.
And you get moss growth on you.
But I hit it with a spell.
Yeah, if it's an attack action. A fight
Oh,
action.
if it's just any fight
Oh.
action.
Okay.
So he exhausts now, so he won't retaliate though. So the way it works with fungal infestation, when you hit it and don't kill it, it exhausts, but then you have to search for that card.
Oh, okay. So that's less bad because.
Yeah, at least
Okay,
he's
it means
exhausted.
It's like
now.
you evaded it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we get a moss growth. How bad is moss growth?
All right, peril. Revelation attached moth growth to an item asset in any investigator's play area. Whenever an enemy makes an attack against any investigator, remove a charge, resource, or secret from the attached item. If attached item has no charges, resources, or secrets, discard attached item, then discard moth growth.
Oh, any investigator. So there's plenty of
Right here, dude. Yeah, fingerprint kit. It's just gonna get discarded right away. That actually whips. That's good. So it whips because it goes away. It has no charges.
Oh wait, it's peril. I shouldn't have told you that, Nate, because it's peril.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Kill it, Nate. Kill it with fire.
Kill it with shrivels.
With shrivels. Although you don't have to. I mean, it's exhausted, so yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
gonna
but
come after me.
Yeah, he's
That's
not
right.
gonna be
and
able to kill it.
also the anatomical diagrams.
So
Seems like now's the time.
We'll fight again. And do I want to commit anything else? Probably not. I trust myself. 6v3. Let's go.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay.
See you, nerd.
Bye bye, guy.
Into the victor display with you. Okay. That's good. We've cleared up the troubles, so we might be able to really get rolling now.
So many
Hopefully.
shamblers.
Knock on wood. But that's it for the investigator phase, though.
I think so.
Penguins, I believe that's called shrinkage. I was in the pool.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Nate. I'm so glad you go Seinfeld. That makes me so happy. I was in the pool. All right, we need to cue up the video. We need to cue up the video.
Like a frightened turtle. Oh shit,
Okay.
that was funny. Okay, so that's everyone's turn, right?
Yep. No
There's no-
enemy phase. Oh, shnikey.
Uh-oh, what all right, Vase, what happened now?
I gotta drawing the sign. So I have to discard 3 cards. Monster sketches for sure. Emergency cash for sure. Oh, this kind of sucks.
We're doing great here, guys.
I know, dude. What's going on? Damn. All right. I guess I'll draw him to the flame.
Yeah, I think we've got this under control at this point. I mean, we don't know what's going on in the window. I'll take care of the bed, even though it might take a little while. But yeah, seems fine.
Okay.
I think we're at Mythos now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 2 doom out of 9, and I'll start us off. Oh, thank God, not another bad guy. Okay, let's resist the temptation of eating the moldy fruit. So I'm at 3 versus 3 on this. Okay.
What's with you girls and moldy fruit? You
It's the
have to
encounter deck,
fight
come on,
off
man.
temptation.
Yeah. All right. If you fail, take a damage in a horn and shuffle it back to the encounter deck. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll just take it straight 3 on 3. Let me take a quick look at the bag before I make this decision. Let's see. So how many -1s are there? So there's 2 -1s. Oh, there's only 1 skull in this bag. Interesting.
Like how
Oh, there's 2
Vase
skulls. I'm sorry.
has been in this chat the entire time, but doesn't spend any of his channel points to help us out. I see how it is.
Yeah, no. Okay. So if I go 1 over, that'll
What are you
cover a few
talking about?
cards.
I literally just
Cover a few
where's the
tokens.
thing? What are you talking about?
He frantically
just did.
searches for it.
Okay. During the action window, before any investigator phase happens, I'll use Lola's Santiago to get a clue.
Okay.
Then I'll commit Lucky Cigarette Case. So I'm gonna be at 4 versus 3 on this. Putting that pip in gives me like 3 more tokens. Oh, and we're blessed for Jenny only. Thanks, Penguins. Thanks. Okay. All right. What do we got? Oh, I still fail. Oh well. Okay. So that goes back into the encounter deck, and I take a damage in a horror. Okay.
I don't even
You
know
just
how
want
do
to keep
this.
eating. Okay.
Actually, I forgot in the upkeep to test this in the base candidates. So
Oh, yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
I drew a card, so I'll make a pain test.
Oh, before you do. Oh, never
I
mind.
did So I lost 2 resources. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we got another blessed token, but this time it's shared for everybody. So what if we had one blessed token for Jenny and one blessed token for no everyone but Jenny? That would get a little confusing. It's like we're gonna have to like mark the blessed tokens, you know?
That's all right. I'll draw both of them in one test. It'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. And then
I
I'll
don't
be
know
like,
why
I'll be like, that one's mine, Nate. You don't get that one. All right. Speaking of Nate, you get a. It's your card time, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah.
Did we add Doom?
There we go. Now it worked. I blessed.
I added Doom. We're fine.
Okay.
I added a bless.
Oh, nice. Look at you.
Oh, we got
How
another
nice.
blast. Oh man, this scenario's so this is like messing up your this is gonna be messing up your playtest there, Vase, because you know of all the blesses. You know, it's gonna make the scenarios easier than it actually is.
Well, we've honestly had such a bad run of polls that
Yeah.
I think it's.
Oh my
Oh my god!
Oh my god, not another one. You got me. Oh. Oh.
Now we're kind of screwed because you don't have any shrivels left, huh? And by
Well,
we, I mean
It's
me.
not hard to evade. And
Oh, we're in the
Safina's
same
pretty
location.
good at that.
He actually engages me, doesn't he? Because
That's
I'm the
another
prey.
shrivel.
Normally not, unless it has spawn instructions. It's
Oh,
just
right.
it goes yeah.
More moss everywhere. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of moss everywhere.
God, who created this scenario?
Yeah.
Annoying.
Moss growth.
Hmm.
So don't help me out, it's apparel.
Oh, okay.
You can maximize your moss by getting my backpack, and that'll kill it. Like
He just told you not to tell him. He just
I'm-
told you.
I know. This is what they call the what's that rule called? The Grim rule. Get
Yes.
the backpack. Grim rule the backpack. So it's 3 items.
Oh, you're. Oh, I didn't even tell. I couldn't even tell there was items under there.
Yeah, so I just put it on my forbidden knowledge.
It's only items.
Oh, it's. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
We have.
This is tense, guys.
Yeah, I don't want you to hate me.
He floats over to our player. Get that shit out of here.
So.
Good thing tarots aren't items.
yeah,
Fine.
it's not.
Hey. Okay. Yep. Rosary. Seems about right.
Rosary.
I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't long for this world anyway.
Yeah.
Especially since he has another rosary in hand. I mean.
So this gets discarded.
Okay. That was Mythos phase.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got this thing now. Again.
Okay.
What am I doing with my turn? Probably playing Rosary. Maybe playing Shriveling?
Well, you got to evade something there, Nate.
Yeah, I know. It's probably like evade, play Shriveling, move.
Well, you're also in a good position because you have your 4
Oh no, I have to spend.
athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably do
Why
that.
don't
You're
I go
gonna
first so I
test
can get rid of this moss?
Well, no, I
I'm
go
already
first.
in the hole with the
in
Oh
case-
my gosh.
I'm gonna go
Oh my-
first.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna first action evade, and we're going to commit unexpected courage because I have a feeling that tonight is gonna be a bad night.
Well, before you test, before you commit, isn't that what premonition's for?
I'd have to
For
draw
me,
it though.
Oh, right. You guys spend an action to draw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you paint it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity, but
Okay, but still,
it's still it's still a whole
an
action to do
expensive
that.
premonition.
It is. So I'm just gonna test 6v2.
All
Cool.
right.
Yeah, that was a good use of that. Okay, so
Mhm.
this thing is evaded. And then second action, let's test that the moss growth. Whoops. Yeah, we're gonna test this. Woo!
Oh,
-2 to a. Oh my god, is that still a failure?
God damn it, Nate.
yeah.
No, that one was to share. To
That
share.
was the sharing. It's fine. There's
Fine,
still
that was
2 left
okay.
in the bag. Jenny's got one of them.
Uh-oh.
And I guess last action I'll. Should I play the rosary or should I play the shriveling?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Get the shriveling out, man.
So did you draw the cards for failing?
I
Oh yeah, you
didn't-
gotta drop the cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if they're not weaknesses, you discard them.
Okay. Aw, womp womp.
Oh man.
It's okay. You're just gonna go through your deck anyway, and it'll be okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's just 2 cards closer to double.
hmm
That's a good way to look at it.
So actually, Face, is there a reason? Is there a particular reason why you have it saying draw 2 cards rather than discard the top 2 cards of your deck? Draw any weaknesses you discarded.
I guess I could
mean,
word it that way.
Yeah.
I
So
think
one thing
the
to note
main
is
reason
that
was
if-
because of the weaknesses.
Yeah, if you say draw, it does have interactions with some of your other treacheries. I've noticed that like trigger off of drawing cards, and that may or may not be intentional. See, like that one, if you get an Elder Thing, you're gonna after you draw a player card, perform a pain test. I don't know if that is what you want.
No,
You see
because
what
it'd be redundant. Because that also makes you discard it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're right. Discard top
Yeah.
2 cards.
Yeah,
if
and then
it's a
just
weakness.
then you just say like draw any weaknesses discarded or something. That I think that's appeared in like Forgotten Age before. I think.
I think it's in Dunwich too, isn't it?
Yeah, it might also be in Dunwich. Yeah.
Like Haunting Recollections, if I remember
Yeah, or
correctly.
something like that. Yeah. Okay, but
I will
Nate's. I see Vase has got his notebook out. So.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah,
who's
and also
next?
if you leave it at draw, it also does things like lets you trigger the ancient stones. You know, and
Oh, right.
yeah,
Good point.
yeah. Okay, where were we?
Okay, I could do my turn.
Can I go before you actually? Because
Sure.
yeah, sure. So I'll get my lone wolf. That's why I wanted to go before you because I wanted to get lone wolf. So I'll just start investigating this location. I'm at 4 versus 0, so I hope I get -1s. All right, because if I get a 0, I get a pain token. So here we go. I don't want the blessing now, Penguins. Please, I don't want the blessing. Blessing bad. All right, here we go. 4 versus 0. Oh, thank God I failed. But no, I succeeded because it's a difficulty 0.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay, I succeeded. All right, second action. Let's go again. God damn it.
Dude.
All
The
right, so I
first
get,
time I've ever heard anyone say "God damn it" to an elder sign.
I get a clue and I get a pain token and I get to I get a second pain token actually.
And Solar J
But
makes
I-
a good comment in chat too, Vase, that it also interacts with tearing at your flesh.
Oh yeah, good point.
Okay. So third action, I have an option. Do I put down my high roller? I'm gonna put down high roller because that'll help me deal with encounter cards that come up. So I'll take 2 investigations and then play high roller and I'll be all done. Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
I'm pretty
we are,
sure
like,
I'm like
hunkered
I'll be able
down.
to clear the bed next turn. It's fine. Yeah. Look at all this time I'm spending dealing with the bed because I'm feeling sleepy.
So my first action, I'll take damage and discard this. Second action, I'll play Renfield. Here. I'll add the Doom on it and exhaust. Get 1 resource. And last action, I'll play Hope.
Oh, there we go.
All right. My turn. I will use an action to add a pain token and get rid of this moss. Pain token and action. Damn, I have so many pain tokens. Action. Damn, drawing the sign. Action number 2.
So this
I'm gonna play the. Let's do the medical text first. So spend 2 resources to play medical text out of my backpack. Free action from, not free action, but extra action from Daisy. I'm going to use my medical text. Safina, do you think you want to get healed?
Not from you. Not when you say it like that.
If I fail. Okay, then I'm not going to do that. Final action, I will gain a resource. That's it. Enemy phase. He engages me. Which sucks big time. That's it.
And yep, go to upkeep.
Okay,
Ooh, a spectral razor.
that'll be handy.
Crack the case.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, come crack the case on this bed for 0 reason.
I have to discard at the end of the upkeep, so I'll discard crack
Yeah.
the case.
You're discarding crack the case?
The others are so much better though.
Oh, you've got a thingy on you, a dimensional shambler. We gotta deal with
Yeah.
this, boys. We
I
gotta
don't
deal
know
with
how
this.
I'm gonna deal. I don't have a way to deal with it.
I think it's gonna involve a combination of Agnes and Safina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is this like a ladies' tea party where we were heading?
Tea party.
She
Yeah,
essentially we were going to like a dinner party or something.
Yeah.
So,
It was ladies' night.
ladies' night.
Like Oblivious House.
Yeah.
It's Obliviosa. Come on.
Okay, so we're in Mythos. I see someone's already added the Doom, so let's get
Yes.
started. Okay, here we go. Oh dear. After you draw a player card, perform a pain test. Ah,
That's quite candid.
yeah. It's okay.
Is it a peril?
No.
No, I'll take it though. It's fine because it's only an action and a damage to get rid of it. Yeah.
All right. Then I'll go.
Oi. These guys are right.
Man, why do I have to get the card I can't pronounce?
Cryptococcus neoneri.
Yeah, what you guys said.
Uh,
3/2/4 fungal infestation. Oh my god, it spawns another one of these things.
it spawns another one if you only deal 1 damage to it. Oh, that's actually
Jeez.
kind of a cool card. Yeah.
It's like reverse swarm almost.
Yeah.
And then if there's at least one other fungus creature at this thing's location, it gains retaliate. Thanks, face.
So hey, I got the worst one on me.
Okay.
I need really big help to get rid of this thing. Okay, lose an action if
Ooh, this seems like a cancel.
yeah, that's exactly
you want
what's gonna
to
happen right now.
cancel it yourself?
I'll take a horror and get rid of it. Oops. Lord.
Okay, let's see.
Bye bye.
It hurt so much.
Uh-oh, this time it's gonna be it's whiffed twice on Jenny, but this time it's gonna be bad.
Just kind of.
Oh, there you go.
Nope. That's,
Our group casually has six wards, so
yeah.
Mm,
well, 6+ because I'm playing Safina, but
okay.
That was Mythos phase.
Okay. Okay. First action window I get, I'm going to use Little Santiago to get a clue. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
5, 8, 10.
Okay, so we
10 out
gotta
of
deal
16.
with this thing. Yeah.
So I think my turn will be mostly drawing cards. I need to get my mind's eye somewhere.
So
Somehow.
Before you start though, what's our plan for dealing with this thing?
Yeah, we need help.
And this thing.
I could go. Well, yeah, I could go in, engage evade.
Oh, you've got the cat. Yeah, the cat'll do it.
Okay, I'll do that. So I'll go first.
Oh, thank you.
Move here. Second action, engage. Third action, evade 5 versus 2.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Good. And
Okay, that's good.
I'll get a resource with David.
That means the rest of us can beat on that without worrying about the fungal infestation or
Right.
the
Yep.
yeah.
Monster.
Although difficulty 5 is still a lot. Yeah.
And I gotta deal with this thing at some point.
Uh-huh.
It's probably gonna end up being. So if I kill it, Vase, does it still fungal
If you do
infestation?
enough damage to kill in one hit, it doesn't replicate.
Okay. Well, then it looks like I'm gonna be shriveling.
Do you want to go for it, Nate?
Yeah.
And Nate,
Okay.
can you do 3 damage? Oh yeah. No, never mind.
It just has 2 health, so I can just shrivel
Oh yeah,
it.
yeah. Just shrivel it.
Okay, so we'll shrivel and I'll commit Storm of Spirits.
Yes.
That's gonna be 5-6 versus 3.
Oh, I thought you were casting Storm of Spirits.
I don't got money for
Why don't
that.
you cast Storm of Spirits instead of shriveling it?
Oh yeah, because Storm of Spirits would clip this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but I pass.
And us. Well, if it gets the wrong symbol.
Okay. That's true.
So that was my first action. Second action. I think I want to gain a resource, and then third action, play Rosary.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so you two have gone. What are you planning to do, Daisy?
I think I'm gonna move to get these clues here off the chest of drawers.
That seems like a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my turn, I guess.
Yeah, that seems
Yep.
fine.
Action 1, move. Action 2. I hope I don't get an enemy. That would be brutal if I do Drawn to the Flame.
I believe in you.
Well, you've got to
Alright.
cancel, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Drawn to the Flame. Here we go. The flame says, "Oh, yeah."
There's 4 of them. Oh,
There are 4, but they're at least they're victory, so they don't come back. Oh my
That's-
god, dude,
That is the thinnest silver lining.
that is horrendous.
all right, Daisy. I'll come help you out. I'll save you.
Final action.
You would, yeah, I was gonna say you at least get 2 clues. That's a thing.
Yeah. Final action. Should I just move back and take the attack?
No, that's fine. I'll come. No, I'll come save you. Don't worry.
Well, I got a final action to do and nothing
You
to
can-
do with it.
Attempt
You can
to evade.
attempt to
maybe? I don't
evade.
know.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
Attempt to
although-
evade. Yeah. All right. Good.
Yeah,
Good point.
doesn't seem
Attempt to
too bad.
evade.
There you go.
Hey.
Right
No
click.
elder thing, please. Oh shoot!
Just
I
click
just
again.
No,
did
it's-
that.
Just click again. It's fine.
Yay!
Hey, you evaded, and
Yeah.
I bought myself a couple turns.
All right.
That's good.
okay, I deleted. I've gotten rid of the bless. So the only bless left is my bless, guys. Only
Yeah,
one
nobody
bless
else
left.
draw a bless token.
Okay, so that thing is gonna get up and engage you at the end of the turn, but that's okay. I'll still come help. So as much as I want to just investigate this place, I think I'm gonna help out by dealing with this thing. So first thing I'm gonna do is discard this invasive Candoniasis, take a damage. So that's first action to do that. Oh, I get Lone Wolf. That's important. Second action will come down.
don't
to
you
help,
want to grab a clue.
Yeah, I do want to get clues, but I'm planning to go back in to get those 2 clues. I think these 2 are actually more of a problem right now. And the reason why I came down is with my third action, I think I can land 1 hit on this thing. So if I use my Derringer, I'll be at 5 versus 5. But if I use High Roller, I go to 7 versus 5. If I use this Overpower, I go to 9 versus 5. That feels a lot better.
It
So-
does. And your skulls are only -2, so that's.
And I get a
okay.
-4, so I managed to do 1 damage to it. God damn
It
it.
doesn't have fungal because it's exhausted.
Yeah,
That's
so I
good.
managed to do 1 damage to it and get a card. Oh, come on. If I could have at least have gotten a -3. But yeah, there you go.
Well, 1 damage is still something.
Yeah. God damn it. Okay, but I get my High Roller back. That's good. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. Game. Okay. I'm done. I think we're all done.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, enemy phase. He engages me.
Yeah. And then this one engages one of you.
Yeah, but next round he'll come to me anyways. It doesn't matter who he engages.
Actually, at least 4. So this doesn't engage either of us. It goes after Daisy.
Well, only during the
that's
enemy
right.
phase, which already passed. So he does engage one of you
Oh.
guys. Next round
I'll
he'll
just take it.
he'll move to me and hit me. Am I right on that? Is enemies move
Yeah.
always happens first, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so then upkeep.
Okay.
Crack the case.
Going upkeep, I'll actually, yeah, no, nothing.
Aw.
Okay. Is it doom o'clock?
It
I think
is.
so, yep.
Okay, here we go. All right, give me another 5 fight fungal thing. Okay, not that. That's good. Place this card in your threat area. Revelation. Okay, so I got to test willpower at 5. Each one you fail by, place a resource on this card. We choose to remove a resource at the end of the Mythos phase. At the end of the Mythos phase. Okay, so that's going to happen no matter what. Oh, it's 1
yeah.
damage or 1 horror. That's not so bad. Okay, so I'm testing willpower 5. I'm at a 3. I'll just take it on the chin.
Before you test, I'll
Yeah, there you go. Use that action window. Yeah.
deal 1 damage to this guy here.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll just take it straight. That's a -2, so I have modified 1, which means I get the maximum 4 resources on this card. Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Over to you, Nate.
All right, let's see what I get here. Oh, come on! God damn it.
They're annoying, if anything. Oh, I get tearing at your flesh. So, testing it versus a 5.
Are you gonna try? You gonna try to pass it?
Yeah, I don't mind this card as much. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll try it. So 0. So I have a 3, 2, so 2 resources on it.
Okay.
1, 2. Oh my god.
And another enemy.
This is getting brutal right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, question
So,
about
end of
fungal
Mythos phase.
infestation.
Yeah.
If all the enemies are out of the deck, does it still trigger out of the discard pile, or is it just search the
Yeah,
encounter
it
deck?
says, I think in the keyword description in the document here, it says discard pile or fungal infestation. When a creature with this keyword is hit with an attack and it's not exhausted, if it doesn't do enough damage, exhausted, then search the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of the card listed. So yeah. It just wouldn't, if it was a victory creature, then it wouldn't, but
Oh, penguins! I know that card you're talking about. What is it?
Yeah.
Torturous.
Yeah, I know
Chords?
it's one. Yeah.
Yeah, that card sucks. That card bites the big one.
oh, I remember
Okay.
that. That's in the Oregon one. The
Yes.
Organist one.
Yep. Okay, what's our plan of attack here? I gotta kill this thing, so I'm probably gonna shrivel.
Yeah.
Shrivel,
Shriveling
hope
that
to
sounds good.
move, investigate.
Don't worry. So I'll take care of this at some point.
Okay,
So don't worry about the bed.
so maybe shrivel, move.
That actually doesn't seem too bad.
Okay.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Mhm.
Actually, now you.
Oh,
discarded
right.
the spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's other monsters at your location.
There are
Ooh,
other
that's-
enemies here.
Ooh,
So
a
that's
spectral
how-
razor on
a
this
lot.
guy would be sweet.
yeah.
Okay, so another thing I could do is I could shrivel, gain a resource, spectral razor.
That would come to JP's rescue, that's for sure.
So I think I'll do that then.
Sure.
So first action, shrivel. I don't think I have anything to commit, so I'll just test a 3v6. Ah. That is
Was that
minus one, yeah. Take a horror,
Okay.
but I pass. This dies. Okay, second action, gain a resource. Third action, play Spectral Razor. So I'm going to engage said Dimensional Shambler. And then I'll go ahead and fight it at
We got 8.
6, 7, 8 versus 5. Oh, come on!
Damn. He hits you.
Yes, he does.
Ooh.
Yeah, he does.
The bag seems pretty tough. I think I might reduce the some chaos back.
I did this for you.
Yeah, the bag doesn't seem too bad actually. Now that
You don't
like,
think
looking
so?
at it, the double -3s on the tablets is a little nasty, but other than that, it's probably fine.
Hmm.
I mean, you've got 2 -4s effectively from the -4 and the Elder thing, and then you've got 3 -3s, so that's a little bit on the tough side, but it's not too bad. Yeah. It's not
Especially
like
if
you
you're-
have, oh yeah, there is a -5 in there. That's true.
If
Oh,
you're
that is on the
intending
tough
this to be like a scenario that's played, you know, like at the end of a campaign, then, you know, I
Yeah,
think
then
by
it's
by
not
most
that bad.
campaigns you end up adding like 2 -3s to the bag anyway.
side. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. You don't have the -6 in there, so you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Don't you use the campaign back? Either way.
Oh yeah, you would use the campaign bag. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
But I'm
Alright.
more just like making that point as a frame of reference, so to speak.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So
Who's up
I will
next?
try to kill this crypto
Okay.
mercenary.
Oh, you're gonna use the
I-
cleaver. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, do I want to? So I could basically take the horror and put it over here. Or does it need to be engaged with me? At my
At your location.
So, yep. So I'll use the mid cleaver with this. I am getting +2 from this. And hitting with 4 to 3. Nothing to boost it. Do you have any thing to boost?
Your fight? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah,
I can give you a Spectral Razor, but that's it.
no.
I'll
Point.
keep the Spectral Razor.
Yeah, so I'll just try to hit it.
That's good.
Is it? I'm hitting at 4 versus 3. So it
Oh.
doesn't hit.
I thought you had
So
a.
this has retaliate now because there's a fungus enemy at the location.
Oh, right.
We're doing great, guys.
Yeah.
This
Why?
guy. So bye bye Renfield.
Round 1 was brutal. I think it's a huge part of it
Yeah.
with all the fails.
Okay, so second action. Second action, what should I do? I think I'll have to evade this guy. I'll use hope. So 5 versus 4.
4. Ooh.
Yeah, and I think as much as I hate this, I have to spend this.
Oh man.
Oh my
Of
god.
course.
Jesus.
Of course.
Of
Yeah.
course, -3. Well, Elder Sign evade. That's my turn.
Wow.
Come
And you
on,
draw the
bro.
0 right at the end, of course.
I know,
Mm.
right?
when it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, what are you planning to do, Daisy?
Well, I've got this thing on me, so I forgot to take mine. Hold on,
Yeah,
forgot to take mine.
I'll pull it off you then. Okay.
I gotta take a hard.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so I'll go next. First action, engage. Second action, let's evade this guy. I'm at 4 versus 2. I feel pretty decent about my odds. Nice. Okay, so I use my lucky cigarette case, and instead of drawing a player card, I'll remove a token off of my tearing at your flesh. So because I evaded by 3, he's evaded. That's good. Okay, that was my second action. All right, third action, I'm going to work on killing it. If I use the Derringer, I'm at 5 versus 5. Good lord.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'll use the Derringer, but I'll use High Roller. And so I'll be 7 versus 5. It's about as good as it's probably going to get today. So here we go. 0.
Hey.
Nice. Okay, so I do 2 damage to it without triggering the thinger. And that's... yep, I was at 2 over with a 0, so I don't get the extra action. That's going to be my turn. Yeah.
All right. I will.
If you get out of here, it'll engage me when it stands up.
Cool.
So-
Yeah, it buys me 2 rounds. I'm going to move to the window.
Yeah.
Okay. Investigating the window, it is clear that some residue of dirt is spattered on the glass. Perhaps a closer look will reveal more pertinent evidence. Upon closer inspection, the spatter pattern on the glass appears to be some sort of mold or fungus. On the other side of the window, a multicolored cloud lingers in the air. It may not be safe to enter any other room in the house. This is 4 clues.
Oops. Okay.
All right. It's only shot 3, so I will investigate. So action number 2, investigate 5 to a 3. Minus
There you
2,
go.
that's good enough. Get a clue. Action number 3, investigate. Minus 4, that's a fail. So how many clues do we have? 4, so 8 plus.
We're almost
5.
there.
Yeah, we literally need 3 more clues.
Well, you just got one of them, so that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I added here, so including that,
Oh,
so
okay.
6
Okay.
plus 2, 8.
Well, I'm planning to take care of this on the next turn, but let's see what kind of awful 5 health critters we get before we make too many
All right.
plans.
So now enemy phase. Safina, you're looking rough, man. I can come heal you.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need it. Do I take 1 and 1? God damn it.
Yeah, you're about to die, Safina. You need to. If you get this card, tearing at your flesh, you're dead. Oh no, because you could do it. You could take a heart instead. Never mind.
Mhm.
You better hope, dude.
And then Agnes also takes. Agnes also isn't looking too good as well. Okay,
Oh my god.
so that's enemy phase. Next up,
Upkeep.
yeah.
Hey, encyclopedia. That'll really help, actually. Where were you all game?
Woo, ace in the hole. There we go.
Okay, now we're now we're getting some cards.
Oh, we've been told we need to hydrate, guys.
Oh, good. Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
let me get my water here.
Drinks
Okay.
are empty. I'll have to get up and hydrate later.
Okay, so did we already add the doom?
I didn't. Someone had to do. Oh, I think we haven't added it. So we're at 5.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm at 4 versus 4 on this.
What is it? Oh, I can't help you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just take it. Hey, I passed by 10, so I get to draw a card with Lucky Cigarette Case, which I'll waive for tearing at your flesh.
Nice.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that was my card. Next is Nathan. Nathan is coming back.
What'd I do?
No, nothing. You get to draw an encounter card now.
Oh, lame.
Don't get a card that deals damage to you. Oh, shit.
The bipedal
Yeah, this one's
Gotti?
brutal.
Gatti?
Now,
Gotti? I'm gonna call it Gotti.
Got him.
The bipedal
That would be
gaddy.
the end of Nate right there. Got him. The good thing is, at least it doesn't hunt or unearthly stalker, so you can
Oh, joy. Yeah, that's great.
just get away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as I take a
Okay.
retaliate from this and die.
Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good, dude. How are we gonna deal with this? All right, hold on. Let me move this, and I shall draw mine.
Man, I feel like
Oh,
I've drawn
God,
more
more
enemies
enemies.
this game than I did when I played Consternation.
Yeah. Investigator with the lowest remaining health. Unearthly stalker. When Migo Extremophile attacks you, add a pain token. Okay. Yeah. The lowest remaining health would be you, Nate. So,
Yep.
If we don't get rid of this round, he's
Well, it's
coming
only
to you.
going for. Yeah, it's only going for him, but it's
Oh,
only
but
horror.
It'll be for horror, so that's good.
Oh, yeah. Silver lining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seriously need to
RGB.
hydrate after eating all that hummus and chips. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I
JP
found like
fine.
a 8-month-old cider can in my fridge, so I opened that.
Well, there you go. It's had time to ferment.
Yeah. I think the good before date went yesterday on this can. Yeah,
That's just a
That's
sell
it.
by date.
yeah.
European counter card. Let's see.
Let it be sweet relief,
Okay,
Wah, wah.
that's good.
most growth. Okay, so it goes like this. Oh, it's not the line. Ah, god damn it. So there's nothing in your backpack.
Yeah, there is. There's Vermis Mysterious, which is
Okay. So nobody wants medical text.
I want medical text!
Okay. So
Just take the
yeah,
rosary.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
no,
I thought so.
there's an empty gun here.
Yep. That's.
Your gun got all moldy. Somehow.
all right.
Okay.
Now to see what happens. You're in trouble, Nate.
I can come help Nate. Okay, end of the Mythos phase. Base and I clear these. Okay.
Yeah, I can deal with the Migo for a little bit, so
Mhm.
it's not a big.
Okay, so Nate, you've got 2 shriveling charges. Oh my gosh, that thing has 6 health. Holy
Yep.
crap.
Looks like it's gonna be evade.
Yeah. All right, we'll see how you do. I'll come help you based on how you do. Yep.
Okay. So I will start with moving my camera a little bit. I guess first action I will evade this guy. 2v4.
Here's the question: Is it acing the whole time?
It might be.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Hey.
What?
Oh wait. Nate.
But I actually need that.
Yeah, I will bequeath it to you. I'll let you. You can have my bless token. Yeah, because it lets you succeed. All right.
It's like the best case scenario for a bless
Best
token.
case
right there.
scenario for a bless token.
Okay, and then I gotta evade this 3v4. God damn it. Alright. 3v4, no whammies, no whammies. That's a -1.
-1. Hey!
Hey,
Safina's out of here.
get the hell out of there, man.
Yeah.
If you go there, you get a pain token.
So come down here. Come down here instead. Yeah.
Alright, so I'll go to the chest of drawers.
Okay.
And then, do I want to ace in the hole or do I want to save it? I feel like I should save it for a turn that's more impactful.
I don't know. All these turns, they're all impactful.
Valid point.
Yeah. Especially with all these victory point monsters. Yeah. Hey Agnes, how's it going over there?
What's more
Fine.
just like
So-
if I use it now, I can't really do anything with it other than like
Yeah.
move, investigate. So
Yeah.
So, first action, I'll discard hope. I auto succeed in evading this, and
Okay,
I'll
that's
get
cool.
the hell out of here. I come in here.
Can you hit yourself for a horror and kill this guy?
No, I'll die.
Damn
Oh.
it!
Oh my.
No, you'll just lose Miss Doyle.
No, because it needs to go on.
Oh, right. If you wanted to, yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
So last action, I'll draw a card.
All right.
Okay. That's fine on next turn.
Okay. Daisy, what are you planning?
Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay, I'm gonna finish getting the clues here and then play.
Well, you got this thing on you. You got a thinger.
Yeah. Well, I guess I do need to deal with it, huh?
You got a dinger on you.
Yeah, you got a thinger. Yeah.
That kind of sucks actually. That's on me. Yeah. Actually, I don't know what to do. Do not know what to do. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Every time you say "let's get the hell out of here," you have to say it like Skeleton Tim Raimi from Army of Darkness. I would wholeheartedly agree with that.
There's not really much I can do against it. I mean, I got enough of a horror threshold for this round, so I can try and evade it. Although my evade is terrible, I could. Here, let's do this. I'll play Encyclopedia. Spend 2 resources. Play Encyclopedia. He attacks me for 1 horror.
Ooh.
This is so bad just to be one up over.
It's a terrible idea.
Yeah. I'll just try and evade it
yeah.
twice. Oh, this is supposed to go away, right?
Because I discarded Hope, I can play.
Oh, you can get Zeal back. Yeah.
Yeah, so I get the Zeal back.
All right.
So,
I'm gonna
if
try
that-
and
If that's the case, did you want to, instead of drawing, you could use Zeal to finish this guy off?
I already drew, so.
Damn it! Why, Chad? Why?
Evade. That's a -5. That's no good. And
That's a
final
-6.
maximum is -5.
Oh, yeah.
Final action. Evade. Still no good.
Okay.
Amigo's still on me.
All right, I'm going to leave you there. All right. I'll evade this dimensional shambler. I'll use high roller. So I'll be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 2. Here we go. Thank goodness. Okay, so it's evaded. Okay, that's good. And then to the rescue. Second action, I'm gonna get my resources back. Second action, I'll play Hallowed Mirror, and spawn some soothing melodies.
Do you want to heal some horror up?
I'm gonna heal Safina's damage, I think, to be honest.
If you heal 1 horror of me, I can kill that one. Right here.
Oh, then I'll totally do that.
Yeah, do that.
Just heal
Okay.
Nice
8 damage.
negotiation there, Agnes.
Then third action, you can heal two horror. Yeah.
And don't forget to draw a card.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I draw a card or does
No, I draw a card.
Jenny? Okay.
Yep.
So I'll spend 1 resource from here, gain 1 resource, take 1 and deal 1 damage onto this.
Oh,
guy.
to this fella? Oh, that's good. He's gone. All right.
Right. Is that all 4 of them? 3 of them. Where's the other one?
There's still 1.
That was so good.
Oh, the other one's over here. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's all our turns.
Oh my god.
I believe
dude.
so.
We're making such slow progress.
Yeah.
There's so many enemies.
I take
Yeah,
a
it's
horror
because there's so
from
many
you,
enemies. Yeah. Okay.
Horror
Are we
for
on
me.
horror for you? And now we're on upkeep, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. So these 3 all.
Phobia.
Oh my gosh, they've all got. Okay, this one's gonna stay stick. This one's gonna stay still. This one is also
Yeah.
gonna stay still. Okay, so we just got to worry about this one.
The hard
Yeah.
part is we need to go through there.
Yeah, we'll deal with that eventually. Yeah. Okay, let's see what I got.
Horror is going to be an issue now because of chronophobia. For me.
You just drew chronophobia.
Mm.
God damn it, in your face. You just...
This is horrible,
Okay.
dude.
All right, next thing. All right, fortunately, that thing is like very spectral razorable, so I think we could deal with that.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hopefully.
the Ash vs. Evil Dead series was awesome. My wife and I watched it all the way through. It was so good.
I've still only watched the first episode. That wasn't that convincing. Does it get any better?
I liked
So
it. I mean,
there's pre-Army of Darkness, and then there's Army of Darkness. They're really 2 different things.
yeah, true.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the Nash versus
Yeah, I haven't seen it
the
either,
theories
but I
in
do
Netflix.
love Army of Darkness and the Evil Dead movies. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
probably...
I like the movies too, but I only watched the first
We really?
episode.
Oh my god, we're at 6 Doom. Holy
Yeah.
shit. No,
Oh,
stop
not
talking!
another thing! God damn it!
Face, how many enemies are in this
many-
damn
There are
tag?
enemies.
are there?
So I think I need to tone down the number of enemies.
I have some ideas. We'll talk about it after the episode, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like
So far, keep in mind, so far we've play tested this solo. I had 5 play testers and myself, and always solo. So
Yeah.
these kind of things
I
we don't.
can see how that is
Yeah.
causing an issue
Oh
because
my
you got.
god!
Oh.
That is a lot of enemies on the board.
uh,
Yeah, it's. I think this is gonna be over soon. We didn't even get through Act 1.
so how about those Storm of Spirit level 3s?
Oh,
Right?
Another enemy.
yeah, this is bad. This is looking really bad.
But guess what? Not an enemy. Again. So this time, item enemies. It's the rosary again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what do we need to do? We need to deal with all the enemies. We got this one. It's gonna go
So-
after Daisy. Yeah.
So I can
Yeah,
spectral
trouble here.
razor one of these Migos off. No problem.
I'd say Spectral Razor probably. Oh, that thing, right?
This spot, Magna.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
see Big Stupid Grin in the chat. What's going on, Big Stupid Grin?
Okay, where are we? All right, I've got a slip away that I can use on this guy. That'll buy us some time.
I've also got a Spectral Razor to deal with.
Probably your own
Probably
guy.
this, yeah.
That seems like a good call. Okay. Okay, so that means Agnes, if you could use your Spectral Razor on this guy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got the foundations of a plan here. Hey Nate, you want to premonition us?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, this seems like a perfect time, so we can like
Yeah.
plan our turn.
Oh,
Okay, so whoever's 4 over needs to do that. All right. So if I start, if I do my so if I start and I do my slip away, I'll be at 8 versus 3. So I will still land my slip away test if I draw that.
You
So
unfortunately won't get the succeed by 2 unless you commit something else.
unless I commit watch this, and
There you
then
go.
I'll get succeed by 2. So
Show off.
I will totally be a show off and do that. So if I go first, I'll start off by playing slip away. Okay, so right now I'm succeeding by 1. If I commit this watch this and and bet 3 resources, I cash in that token and I evade this guy by 2, and I get to gain 6 resources. And that's good. Okay, so he's locked. That seems like a good idea. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Oops.
so he won't ready next round.
Yeah, he won't ready. Okay, so that's good. Let me go. Debating whether to engage something. Now you're gonna Spectral Razor that. All right, how bad is it looking for you, Daisy? All right, you've got this guy coming to hunt you, so that's 1 of each. All right, you've got this guy doing a damage, that guy doing a horror. Okay, so you're gonna live this turn. That's good. Okay, we've got a lot of baddies to deal with, so it sounds like it's Twin 45's time. Okay, so that means I'm just gonna dump 10 resources onto this thing. Yeah. Okay, I'll load that up later. All right, that's second action. Third action, I think I'm gonna come to save the day next turn. Yeah, if I come over here, then next turn I'll be able to start blasting whatever's left.
Blast them.
That seems... Yeah, I'll blast them. Yeah, I'll blast whatever's left. Okay, that seems fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I go down to 1 ammo. The reason why... 1 resource. The reason why is that next turn I'm going to gain 2 resources, then I'll be back in high roller range. This is like kind of my general Jenny strategy here, is to like... Whatever happens, just end up in high roller range. You know? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm
So
done.
anyways, I started blasted.
No, not like that. That's kind of gross. I mean, he got her like impregnated and stuff. That's so mean. He got-
Okay. I'll go next, so I'll play down Peter. Second action.
It's not your turn, Loki. Relax.
He gets bored so quickly. I think he's got ADD.
Is that actually a thing for dogs? That'd be interesting.
I think
Hey,
all
dog
dogs
D.
have ADD. The minute you put food in front of them.
I'll engage this so I don't hit Daisy. I don't have any good actions for the last action, so I'll Spectral Razor this guy. Oh yeah, I don't need to use the action.
Yeah, that's true. You can
Yeah, you can just
special
engage
razor
and
it.
fight.
Yeah, so engage fight with the Spectral Razor. So I am 8 versus
4?
4. Yeah,
That seems good. That seems good.
should be okay.
Oh,
my God.
Should be a famous last words.
That auto fail has reared its ugly head at some very inopportune times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
that's not good.
I'll try and evade. 4 versus 3. Hey!
Hey!
At least it's evaded.
Okay, that's good. Oh no, over. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's at the window.
Wait a minute. Did you have to, Agnes? Did you have to move over to engage it off of Daisy?
Yeah.
Oh crap! Yeah.
Okay.
I
All right.
That's
We're fine.
the two actions there. Yeah.
Okay, so it's still on me.
Oh, okay.
Damn. Oh well.
Tentacle.
So is there any wounded enemies at this location?
No.
I could do 1 damage to something.
Oh, if you do 1 damage to that, that would actually be pretty good.
Yeah, sure. I'll take 1.
Mhm.
This gets discarded.
And he
that
takes the
gets
damage.
Yeah. Reason why I'm planning ahead. It means it'll take 1 20-45 shot to take it down next turn. Yeah.
Okay, Daisy, what's your plan?
I don't even know, dude. I have so much to deal with here. I got Migo, Extremophile, and the Chronophobia. If I can, I don't even know. I guess I'll just use all 3 actions to try and evade him.
All right, hold on. What are you at to evade? You're at 2 versus 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what are your odds?
I
Skulls
could
are minus 6s.
Encyclopedia and try 4 versus a 3 all 3 times.
That's not really worth it
bad.
because you're gonna
Take a horror, yeah.
you're gonna take a horror just to try to evade. Yeah. Yuck.
Yeah, I can't even
Your
really.
skulls are
engage.
minus 6s as well, so it's like, yeah. Even if you got to 1 over, even if you were able to get to 1 over, that helps you on 1 token.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got 3 zeros in the bag. Still. You're fine. All right, just try. Just.
With Encyclopedia. Take a horror.
Oh, I'll then do that. Okay.
And then I'm going a 3 to a or 4 to a 3. Tablet.
If you
Oh,
fail, you
no.
lose. Oh, so you lost your other action.
So, well, I have one more action because this encyclopedia is a free Daisy thing.
Oh, it's a free Daisy thing. Oh, so you get 1 more shot at it.
One more shot. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Fine. Yeah.
All
There you go.
right,
Here,
thank
take your
you.
unexpected courage. You're 3 over.
6 to 3. Hey,
Woo! Woo! And you get to draw
So I
two
get to draw
cards.
2 cards. Do something good. Oh, mind over matter. God, that definitely helps for next round.
That'll help next turn. Yeah.
So he is evaded.
All right.
Okay.
So am I the only one that hasn't gone yet?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So first action, Spectral Razor. This. I could shrivel it twice, but that doesn't seem worth it. So we'll Spectral Razor. It's going to be 6/7 versus 3.
Mm-hmm. -3.
Okay, that's a pass. This thing
Alright.
dies. Second action. Oops. So used to pressing camera too. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go up here.
You'll take
Okay.
a pain token if you go there.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll Rite of Seeking last action. 0 versus 4.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
I get a -2.
Which is
I'm
actually
helping.
good because it means you get your tokens and you don't get another pain token. So we almost have enough to advance.
Almost. I think we're short 1 or something.
8,
Yeah.
10, 15, yeah.
Yeah, we're short
Should
1.
be there.
One more.
Okay.
Someone grab a clue.
Yeah. Okay. So that was the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So I think now the badness happens. All right, so we've established that these two are going to stay there. This one is locked. This one's going to hunt Daisy. Yeah.
So he hits me.
hmm
Well, it was here,
This
or
one-
was it here in the bed?
Oh, it was
Mhm.
here, but it's got unearthly stalker. So it's got a
That's right.
zipper.
That's
over.
right.
All right.
One horror away from death.
I'll... Oh, this one preys on the investigator with lowest remaining health. No. Okay, so when this guy stands up, who's got lowest remaining health from our location? You've got 3, Daisy. Agnes has 2, so this one's going to prey on Agnes. Okay. Those two are going to stay still. That one's going to stay still. Oh my gosh, guys.
This is rough.
Chat.
We're in a bad spot here.
Although if we ever defeat all these guys, like half of them are worth victory points, so at least they're not coming back. Okay. I think we're on upkeep now.
Okay.
Oh,
we can-
great.
Did you draw another weakness?
Ooh, a ward. There we
Yeah.
go. Daisy, you're gonna have to discard some cards and take more horror.
Wait, why am I discard? Oh yeah, because of the damn it, man. Well, definitely Crack the Case is going away. Moonlight Ritual's going away. I already took the horror from the Chronophobia at the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So we ready? We're ready for Mythos.
Yep.
7 Doom. All right, give me another victory point, enemy. Here it comes. Oh, god damn it.
Jesus.
Yeah, maybe I need to tone down the number of enemies.
Oh, we'll talk about it after the when we
Yeah.
maybe after the show we'll lay out the
Oh,
encounter. What?
this guy's
Another
brutal.
victory point enemy?
Yeah, he's brutal.
The Devil's Finger,
Yeah,
Nature's
this is
Horror.
from
Two-
my Matter of Life and Death. This creature's in there, and it's a real fungus called Devil's Finger. Look it up; it's disgusting. It literally opens up like tentacles. It's horrifying.
Yes.
Okay.
No moldy tea biscuits.
Oh, dude, enemies!
Another
All
enemy.
enemies this turn.
What the
Yeah,
heck?
it's over, dude. I think it's over.
Yeah.
Who designed this crap?
Oh, and even more moss everywhere.
Okay, so we're stuck. All right, that's okay. We're just gonna spend our time defeating bad guys.
Hunker down here and just kill things or get
Okay.
killed.
Yeah.
All
Oh my
right.
god. Just when you think you have a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just thinking here. What can we do? All right, that we're probably gonna have to evade. All right.
So is this
All
moss?
these tea biscuits.
Is this moss worth warding?
Probably not at the moment.
Okay.
Moving away is not a.
Oh,
wait,
how many clues
where-
do we have, guys?
We need one clue.
Okay. At the end of my turn, I'll get us the clue.
Do it.
Well, at the end of my turn, I'll get us the clue. Yeah, but the thing is, if we advance the act, it might spawn another bad guy. So, you know, that could be bad.
Bad guys are bad.
We
Yeah.
have so many already.
Okay. Let's see. I feel pretty good about killing this guy and this guy.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to use.
I can
two short
probably
range
evade the
charges.
Chandler. The Cryptococcus, I can try and kill it. I have the Mind Over Matter. So I can,
Well, if you could evade that thing, that seems
I can
good.
more than likely evade this thing. The Cryptococcus is going to be a bit more of an issue.
All right. A plan is starting to form in my head. I think I might just take attacks from this guy and just take 3 shots at this guy, and this guy. I think I might just shoot these 3 and end up getting tentacles and blasting all of you, and that'll just hasten our demise.
Well, Safina is going to be dead
Go for
if.
Oh crap. Well, she can evade, right?
Can you evade that, Safina? Hopefully. Get out of that location.
Nate had to stand up.
Oh.
Had to get up. All right. Let me see how I do, because I think I can take out. I'm going to try to take out this guy, and this guy.
Okay.
All right, here we go, guys.
Do it.
First, all right. So these shots. I'm at a 5, because that's my lot in
you-
life.
Were you shooting this guy first?
Yeah, you know what? That's all right. I'm going for it. I'm going to shoot that guy.
All right, I'm going to commit the tote bag for another
Oh,
combat.
hold on. Well, hold on. So I'll use high roller. So now I'm 2 over. Okay. And I'll use overpower. So I'll be 4 over. Okay, here we go. Okay,
Yes.
+1. I succeed by zillion, so it's gone, and I get a card. Okay. And that's good. I needed the card. So that way, second action, I'll shoot. Let's go for this thing. So if I put in this unexpected courage, I'll be at 7 versus 4. 7 versus 4. Let's look at the bag. I'll put in. I could use 1 more pip.
All right, I'll commit that.
Okay, so now I'm at 8 versus 4. That feels good. -1.
Yes.
Okay, I kill that guy. All right. Okay.
Wow, Jenny coming
All right.
coming to the rescue.
Yeah. All right, third action, I'm going to shoot this guy, and I'm going to be 5 versus 3. I feel okay about this one. Let's go to 6 versus 3. Glad I did, because that's a -3. All right, and then I kill this guy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I do that, and then do we want to advance? I mean, we could.
Let's do it.
I
What I
don't-
find funny about all this is like this is supposed to be a single bedroom, right? Like these 4 locations. It's like how does everyone fit in this one bedroom? This bedroom's huge.
Party in the bedroom. Party. All right, I'm done, guys. I'm done.
Master Suit. Are you going to advance?
I don't want to. Because what if it spawns another bad guy?
Yeah.
Why don't
It's
we?
like, maybe next turn.
Maybe we should do it during enemy phase.
Well, if one of us dies, then it's a bunch more clues you're going to have to get to advance. Think
Oh
about
my
it that
God.
way.
Let's just.
What are you trying to say, Vase?
I'm saying, like, if I die, that's 6 clues that you're going to have to now make up just to get to Act 2.
Then
Yeah,
don't
just
die.
that.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you have 1 willpower left. Holy, you have 1 sanity left.
That's what I'm saying. And I have Chronophobia on the board.
Well,
So-
you know what 2 of your actions are going to be.
Yeah.
Get rid of
Chronophobia,
those.
Encyclopedia. In fact,
Yep.
I suggest you go now, and I suggest you go Chronophobia, Encyclopedia.
Yeah. Chronophobia. I'll discard that. 2 actions. Cool Light Encyclopedia.
Probably Agnes. Yeah.
Agnes?
See, Penguins. I'm really starting to think that this whole dinner party, quote unquote, was actually just like some sort of like orgy or something.
Right. All right. I'm an Encyclopedia Agnes, so you get +2 to a stat of your choice. And then final action, I will medical text. What the hell?
Well, what do you got in that backpack of yours?
Vermis Mysterious, but it'll remove one, which would be handy if I had the
yeah, if you had your tote bag.
yeah.
So are you
Agnes,
healing?
you want a health?
Yeah.
Okay, but if I fail, I can hurt you.
Yeah. Well, then the cat dies.
5
Okay.
to a 2.
Oh,
Yes.
thank goodness.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right,
he'll-
so you heal 1.
Wait, so what's
Wow.
everyone's headcanon for Daisy failing a medical text and killing a cat?
She starts reading the text, gets annoyed, and then just smacks it on the head.
And then, when she drops it, drops it, and it accidentally lands on Miss Doyle's head.
Yeah.
Like, what did you... God damn it, Daisy! You killed Miss Doyle.
Okay,
All
so maybe I go next. So I'll take agility and try to evade this 6 versus 3.
Okay, to cure you, we're gonna need 1 powdered cat liver.
Oh my god, these auto fails, man.
So I evade again. 6 versus 3. Okay. God damn it.
Okay.
Last action. I'll pay 2.
Oh, that seems solid. Okay. We
So
get
we
a
have
doom.
1.
Okay. All right.
Did
okay.
we want to? Okay.
That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
we're
turn.
advancing next turn. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
That's fine, but now I don't die to horror.
Which is
Yep.
better.
Yeah.
All right, so
so-
I'm the only one to not go, so I guess I'll shrivel first action.
No, don't shrivel. No.
Yeah, if you don't
no.
kill it,
No, don't shrivel.
evade it. It doesn't hunt.
Let's see, if Devil's Finger is damaged and not killed, it immediately deals. Ah, okay. Then yes, evade.
Yeah.
Okay, evade. 2v4. Woo!
All right.
Get out of there. Come to us. You can help with your shrivelings over here on this end of the woods.
Okay.
How much is that?
Yeah, if you wanna deal with this guy, if you can finish off.
Yeah,
Oh
finish
no,
off.
you only do 2 damage. You only do 2 damage. Yeah.
I can ace in the hole.
Oh, at least hurt it.
Ooh. Is it worth it? Oh, it takes 2 actions to get into that location. Don't join us.
Okay.
'Cause those-
I can't really go
You can
anywhere else.
No,
Fight
get out-
this guy.
you need to get out of the Devil's
Fight-
Finger
You
location.
can fight this guy
Okay.
while it's down.
Let's get the hell out of here and go into this
Yeah.
location.
Shrivel that guy while he's down, maybe?
Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, I'll do that, I guess. Okay, so what is he, a 2? 3?
He's a 3.
Yeah, we got this. We're at a 5 versus 3. It seems reasonable? Question mark? Oh, hogwash.
Come on.
Alright, well, fine.
Okay.
Well,
Is that all of
at
us?
least you got away from the other one.
Okay, I think that's all our actions.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
enemy
we
phase, this
can-
guy attacks. Okay.
And then we have this guy readies and engages lowest remaining health. That would be 3, 2, no, 3 and 3. So either Agnes or myself.
Okay.
Agnes,
Which
can you deal with the horror?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one
I can-
engages Safina, because that guy refreshes now.
Yeah, he sure does.
Oh my god. Safina should have come over here, man.
Yeah, but well, she kind of.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
It would cost me 2 actions.
Yeah. All right. Upkeep.
Upkeep.
So did we want to advance in the enemy phase?
Ooh, a sure gamble.
Yes, finally my
All right,
ally.
I got.
Ooh.
Well, do we want to advance during the enemy phase, guys?
Might as well.
Okay.
During the
I
enemy
spend 3
phase?
resources and exhaust Little Santiago to discover a clue, and then we have enough clues to advance.
All
Okay.
right.
Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. All right, where is Bolivia?
Did you remove
Okay.
a clue here?
I did, yes.
Okay. So two,
Yeah.
two left.
Yeah, that by my count, that's accurate. Yeah. All right, Nate. Take it away.
Bolivia is not home, and a strange fungal infestation has overtaken the place. The information you found inside the home doesn't seem to indicate foul play, filling you with a glimmer of hope that Bolivia is alive. Even more strange are written ramblings you found inside Bolivia's bedroom. Stepping outside and getting some fresh air might give you some clarity. Add this card to the victory display. It has victory 2.
Oh, hey! So even if we all lose, we still get 2 victory points.
Oh, we get...
So we have
We got a bunch
Six.
of victory points.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. You step outside for some fresh air and notice footprints heading toward the garden. You think you're on the right track to finding Bolivia. I
Okay.
believe it's Obliviosa. Okay, so our objective is to have 8 clues, and only investigators at the tree, quote unquote, may spend the required number of clues as a group to advance.
Okay. That's
So
gonna
we
move
gotta
up
get
some of
through
the-
these guys.
Yeah. Well, we were gonna have to get through these guys no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I can't see a location with the tree.
Yeah, I gotta fix that, huh?
Yeah.
Fix
Just a note for you, Face.
Okay.
location to.
Okay. So I think now we're on upkeep. Is that correct?
Yeah, I already drew my card and gained my
Okay.
resource.
Oh yeah, I already did that too. I thought we were on upkeep.
Me too. Before we advance, I thought we were still there.
Yeah. Okay.
Not even in just one house, it's one room of the house.
All right. Are we? I think we're advancing.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
It's all around you.
Oh,
You are overwhelmed with anxiety as the house seems to now be a mockery of what was once a human dwelling. Outside, the spores in the air are visible to the human eye and seem to actively follow you at an alarming pace. You are not fast enough to avoid them, and millions of spores enter your body through your nose and mouth. Ugh.
Ugh.
I hope you guys aren't germaphobes. So, one at a time for each pain token on your investigator, draw a chaos token. Immediately
Oh.
after drawing each one for each... that's kind of worded a little weirdly. Okay, anyway.
okay.
So for each
How
cult...
should I word it?
I would just remove the immediately after thing.
Yeah.
Just say, like, reveal the tokens one at a time, and then for each...
For each. Yeah.
Yeah, for each
Yeah,
skull
just,
tablet...
Look at Jim's weakness for templating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I. Yeah.
So it's-
So for each skull, cultist, tablet, elder thing, or auto fail drawn, that investigator chooses and discards a card from their hand or takes a damage. And then everyone's favorite text is on the following end of the flavor text. So it is just then that agony, unlike anything you've ever experienced, courses through your body. You hear strange voices whispering in unintelligible tongues, and they seem to be coming from your own mind. You must hurry if you're going to survive. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck.
No.
No. Well, it was gonna happen anyway. You know, the enemies were all coming back at some point. Okay,
All right, let's count
so
the tokens first.
okay, so I have 3 pain, so I'm gonna draw 3 tokens on my end.
Yeah, one at a time, because you make your decision whether you're going to discard or take a damage before you draw the next one. That's the
I
whole
would highly suggest just you draw them all because less analysis paralysis that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You only have to make like one set of decisions, like, oh, I have to take 2 damage or discard 2 cards or one of each. If you
Yeah.
if you draw each individual token, it's like, oh, you gotta like make a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
so
will
I should
drag
remove
out
that.
for
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, I'm scot free. Okay.
Oh, nice. Lucky.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
only 2, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
but
you only have
really
2.
get the 2.
Don't worry, I'm clearing them all out
Man.
for you, Daisy.
Thanks, because I got to draw 6 of them.
I guess I'll discard this Rite of Seeking, and I'll discard this too, I guess.
Yeah. Clue getting
So
is the least of our problems right now.
Shnikes, dude. I got 3 of them. All right. I'm gonna go with 1 damage. To discard 2. Oh my god, dude. I gotta keep Abigail.
Yeah, keeping Abigail's great because she's soak.
Damage soak.
She's so.
So
We're desperate, guys. Send help.
I think. So I can choose a card, and because this tower is not hidden, I can discard it.
No, you cannot willingly discard weaknesses. Oh, you know.
So this
Yeah.
this goes away.
Ouch.
Mhm. All right, now we have encounter cards.
This is brutal. We only have 5.
Oh my
god!
god! Well, we're gonna evade this one and move on. All right, Nate, you're up.
Oh
Oh,
god damn
Another.
it.
Another
Gaddy.
It's
Another one.
Another bad.
And another one.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, draw an enemy.
JP.
Yes!
Oh my
4 enemies.
4
All
and
right. Clearly too
Yeah.
many.
Yeah, clearly.
oh. Penguin
Okay.
says he's too broke to help us because he's spending all of it, so he's gonna give us thoughts and prayers.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Well,
I wish those were thoughts and blessings, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of 3 health baddies too. Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah.
about this after the game though. It's okay. It's okay.
We can do a
Yeah.
post-game show.
Yeah, we're gonna do a post-mortem, you know.
We didn't even get out of the bedroom, it looks like, at this
We
point.
haven't even-
I
oh,
don't
that's
know how we're gonna
hilarious.
make
It's,
it out of
it gives
here.
new meaning to, you know, that joke about whether your solo deck can make it out of the study? Well, we all 4 of us didn't even make it out of the bedroom.
Yeah, I think we're done here. I don't know how we're gonna handle all this. Even with Jenny's guns.
Yeah, I only
Oh.
get 3 shots. Yeah.
I add one.
Okay. All right, let's see. Man, everything's got 3 health. Gosh. All right. That one's got 6 health. Okay. So we need to evade this guy.
Okay, so I add another.
Hey, we got
Alright,
a bless token. Thank you.
Okay. So what are the
Nathan
crises?
added one, I added one, so we got
All
some.
right. So what are the most must destroy? Like who's the
Well-
most hurt?
This Migo's gonna kill me because I got 1.
Okay. Okay. So definitely have to deal with that guy. Okay. We gotta evade this guy for sure because we can't. Because killing him kills all of us. Gosh. Let's see. So if I evade, shoot. Both 2 attacks on 5 on 3. I can try that. All right. I'll go first and see if I blast you there, Daisy.
Ooh, 2
You've-
blessings.
You've managed to lose all your clues. So if I take you out, if I defeat you, it's okay. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. I'll go first. So first action, I'm gonna evade this guy because he like has to be evaded. I'm gonna be 4 on 2 on this. Gosh, it's not the best, but sure. -4. Yeah. Okay, that was gonna happen. Yeah. So I draw 2 cards and then discard them both. Okay. Second action, this guy like has to be evaded, so I'll evade him again. 4 on 2. Success.
Got it.
Okay, he's evaded. All right. And now I'll shoot this guy. 5 on 3. Yeah, I don't have any room to boost, so here we go. -1. Sweet. 2 damage to him.
No. 2 damage.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Who's got something they can do here? Safina? Are you gonna be able to fight these guys or no?
I can sure gamble evade this guy. The guy.
What if I boost your evade with the encyclopedia?
Well,
Oh, I can't.
You're
I got
at-
the Migo
yeah,
on me.
plus you're at our location.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
down.
yeah, you're right.
I'm down here at the chest of drawers.
You're on the others. You're on all the way on the other side of the room.
Guys, this room's
Oh, it's-
huge.
It's so far, I can't even reach it with my gun.
Starting to feel like yeah, it is starting to feel like the boiler room. This room's massive. Okay. Well, yeah. Like my turn would be evade. So, and then probably there's nowhere to move. Nowhere that I can move that won't kill me.
All right. So maybe Agnes is able to defeat. Maybe Agnes can defeat this thing. How's Agnes? How are you looking? Well, you got Peter Sylvester, so you'll be okay.
Yeah, I have some, not much.
Do you think you can defeat that thing? Because if you defeat that thing, that at least opens up Daisy to be able to help us.
Yeah. I can auto hit it and kill it.
That would help a lot.
Discard seal. Then I'll play.
Can you do that out of
Yeah,
turn?
I have a
No, it has to be an action.
action. Yeah. So.
I mean, you could meat cleaver, right? You could try to like meat cleaver this Migo.
Yeah.
Maybe heal a horror off of Agnes or something.
Yeah. So.
Hit the bicycle Bugatti.
So if I meat cleaver, kill this, then heal one horror, then auto hit this Migo.
That seems like a fine plan.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's solid.
let's try that out. So meat cleaver, Peter takes one horror. I hit. So I'm 4 versus 3.
4 versus 3. Maybe evading? I don't know. I don't know. Because he's got an earthly stalker, so evading him, it's like he's got super hunter. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just, because I'm not using this for these. I'll try to just evade and do something, but I'll auto hit. So this is dead. Takes 1 damage.
Okay.
We get at least 1 enemy dead.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Well, then yeah, I'll try to evade this next pedophile.
Pedophile.
Yeah, it's evaded.
Okay, that's good.
So I don't die even if this hits me. So I'll just evade this too. So 4 versus 3. -3. So if I fail, I lose an action. I can't lose any more actions. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, I'll go next, I guess. All right, action 1. I'll play Abigail. Boom, and then I'll put encyclopedia
So-
on her.
Yeah, if you got the encyclopedia. All right, I've got a weird idea.
Yeah,
Is it
think I
worth
can
just
kill her.
leaving? Is it
Leaving?
worth leaving? Yeah.
Leaving where?
Probably to help Safina.
Oh yeah. Yeah, totally. All right, so Abigail, I spend 2 actions to. Oh, I could take a pain token and get rid of this as an action. So that's action 2.
Okay. Thank you for your help. I mean, you're
Okay.
already at your skulls are -6s anyways.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm
it's like,
saying.
yeah.
So this goes away, and then final action, I'll move here, and then I get a Daisy extra action to use encyclopedia to give you a +4 if you know to whatever you want till the end of the phase.
oh my gosh, +4, and you can do that every turn.
Yeah.
Seems good.
That's my turn.
Okay, that does seem pretty good. All right. I think we'll eventually get out of here.
Yeah, but the clock is ticking.
Yeah, I know. Hey, we're just trying to get out of the. If we can get out of the bedroom,
Or the
that'll be a
house.
win. Yeah.
Go outside, Durgar.
Okay, action
Okay.
1. Evade bicycle Bugatti.
What do you want to get your +2 to?
Oh, I get a +2.
Well,
four,
you get
sorry.
two plus twos
+4
actually.
I guess
Plus
it'd be
4
my
to-
my evade.
Your evade
That's,
value?
that's gonna be my turn. Is evade, do something.
Mm-hmm.
Probably draw a card. Okay, so 8 versus 3. Success. 8 versus 3 again. Success.
Nice.
Okay.
Last action. I could draw this deny.
I think
Sure.
drawing deny would be a great idea because it would let you block a damage that would kill you.
Yeah,
Good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's gonna be my turn then.
Okay.
Is that everybody?
Enemy
Oh,
phase.
no. Kenny, you won
Yeah.
already, right?
Yeah.
So JP and I take a damage.
Enemy phase. Safina, you want to take those again, and I'll boost you again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I have sure gamble, like worst comes to worst, if I draw like a -5 on one of them.
Okay. Does this thing have prey? Does not. Does this thing have prey? All right. How much health do you have left there, Agnes? Less than me. So there you go. Less-
Oh shit!
Okay.
Agnes was born for this. Whether that's a compliment or not, you can leave that up to your own discretion.
Okay. So I think we're on upkeep. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, good, I
Renfield.
did it. That could be really helpful, actually.
Renfield just like passed out in the bed, and then he is like, "Oh, hey, what's going on? I'm awake now."
Okay.
All right, so
New turn.
oh man, we only have like 4 turns left.
Yeah. Ah.
We're not gonna make it.
All right. Well, I'll just soak this pain test. A 0 versus 4. Okay. So for a maximum of 3. All right. I may select the same option more than once. Maybe I should just add 3 Doom to the agenda.
In misery.
No, I'll take some damage and discard some cards. Discard 1, discard 2, and take a damage. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's see what I get here. Ooh, something I can actually do. Okay, so toast agility 4 if I fail, lose an action, and add a pain token to my investigator if I succeed, discard it. Okay. Yeah. Could be worth warding. I mean, I haven't had a chance to ward since, so. Unless somebody wants me to save it for something else.
No, that seems solid. You
Or-
need your actions to be able to actually
Defense.
get headway. So
Bye-bye. Daisy?
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, at this point,
These moldy medical ticks.
medical techs.
Or you can do
Yeah.
the backpack, too.
No, I want that Vermis Mysterious.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, the moss is back again.
everywhere.
It's
Come on.
everywhere!
just when we got rid of it.
He wants that mysterious vermin.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Because we have 4
No
baddies
enemies
still on
this
us.
round. That was good.
Yeah. That's because they're all on the board.
Yeah. Well, we know there's like infinite of these crypto
Yeah. No.
caucuses or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so investigation phase. Daisy?
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna encyclopedia you.
Ah,
So you
yes.
get the +4 to your whatever skill. And then I'm gonna try something wacky. Can you
Uh-oh.
handle damage or no? you
No, I cannot handle damage.
Okay, I'll try something other wacky. Oh no, because that's still not...
Cryptocaucus is like buying porn with Bitcoin.
Oh damn. I thought I might be able to do something here, but I don't think that's gonna work. Let me see what I can pull out of here. Oh, there we go. Anatomical diagrams. Yeah.
That wouldn't help you. You only have one remaining.
No, it'll help
sanity.
you. It'll help you.
But you can only play it when you have a certain amount of sanity left.
Right. Okay. Action 1. I'll play the Vermis.
Yeah, that seems solid. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, other than the fact that we don't have any way of getting rid of the Doom.
oh, I'm sorry, guys. I clicked the wrong button.
Get your moldy book out of here.
So
I was just trying to see like what kind of spells you had in there, you know.
I'm gonna use this ability to. Oh no, she exhausted when I did this. Okay. Oh man, this is rough. What? Why did Chronophobia go back in my hand?
It was an accident. Yeah.
So I have eidetic memory. Should I try the wacky dude?
I mean, at this point, we're gonna die anyway.
What are you doing? I'm
an
curious.
eidetic memory for. I believe this
Ooh, we
is.
got-
Thanks, Big
my-
Smoke.
Keith gave us some blessed. Okay. I don't know, Keith. The return on investment for this bless is very low. it doesn't look good.
It's okay, they're just internet points.
Yeah.
So I can eidetic memory, mind over matter, and try and grab one of these guys and try and evade him.
No, I think at an 8, I'm pretty confident that I can evade both of them.
Okay. Then
If you were able to punch one for a damage, then Safina could kill one.
okay,
Yeah, if you were
we'll do
able to
that.
hit the Migo.
Yeah.
But if I miss, I'm killing you. You know that, right?
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're kind of
Well, if you're
killing
doing-
me anyway.
I mean, if you're doing mind over matter anyway, then you're already going to be pretty high.
5 versus
5 to
3.
3. There's a lot of minus threes.
Right.
If I miss, I punch. I punch Safina and kill her with a punch.
We can't win, chat.
I
We
know,
can't
man.
win. Engage punch.
But then
I
I
draw 3
but then I could
cards.
kill her if I shrivel.
Either way, someone's dying. I mean,
Yeah, if I engage and punch, at least I can survive a round from the Migo.
Yeah. We're not winning if that's the case.
That's true.
I say go for broke, man. Just punch me if all else fails.
Okay. Eidetic memory, mind over matter. Here we go.
Doesn't that cost resources?
1. Oh yeah, so I gotta. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll just use the Vermis then instead.
yeah.
Place of Doom. Mind over matter, and then let's punch you, buddy. Here we go. 5 to a 3.
Oh!
Blast. Oh
gotta-
shoot! I did it again.
You
0.
Yes! Yes!
All right, and then final action. Oh my god, dude! This
Oh,
is
that was
great.
so lucky.
But you got the damage. Don't forget to mark the damage.
Oh yeah.
You can punch again.
And kill. I think I'm really gonna. Oh, you know what? I can.
Yeah, you can't even deny someone failing a test.
Yeah, nothing. All eidetic memory and draw 3 cards using. Oh no, because I can't do that. I need a clue. I think to draw 3 cards.
Yeah,
I'll
yes.
just draw a card. Sorry, it took long.
That's okay.
Okay.
Hey, there you go. Award. That could be helpful later on.
All right. Let's see how you do, Safina, because that could affect how frantic Agnes and I get.
Exactly like that, yes. Thanks, chat. 2 more blessings coming in hot.
Well, they believe in us. They believe.
Little do they realize my signature move is to draw all the blessings and then draw an auto fail. Okay, so you want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
me go.
Okay.
So I'm going to evade this. 8 versus 3. Okay, that's a pass. Second action, I will attempt to shrivel. Should I shrivel this? That was
Yeah.
the whole
Get
plan,
rid
right?
of it.
Get rid of it.
Okay, second action, shrivel. It's gonna be 5. Yeah, 5 versus 3.
Oh,
Woo!
Yay! And no horror either.
And no horror. Excellent. Okay. This Migo dies.
We got one, guys. We got one.
We did it! And then last action. Oh god, what do I even do with my last action?
Yeah.
We're like stuck in here with this friggin' bicycle Bugatti over here.
bicycle Bugatti.
A gift of pain. Bicycle.
You can put David Renfeld out there for some soak. I mean,
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll just do that.
and he's probably gonna get wasted before the Doom matters. So you might as well just take a resource.
Mm, probably.
And get the willpower.
Yeah.
Oh, you do get another willpower if you play him. Yeah.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Agnes. What are we? How are we gonna do this?
Well, I can take the 1 damage, but actually I can take the horror either. So I just try to evade the.
All right, I've
can
got
you-
a plan. Let me go
Yeah.
first, though. I've got a plan.
Sure.
First things first, I gotta evade this guy. Like that's gotta happen. So I'll evade at 4 versus 2. That's a -4, so no. Evade again, 4 versus 2. That's a -3. That's another failure.
my
God damn it. Third action. This time I'll
Looking
use high roller. High roller. We'll be at 6 versus 2.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay, -3. So all right,
Hey.
it's evaded. Wow, I managed to evade that with all my actions. I evaded one thing. Okay.
Just to do it all over again next turn.
Yep, just do it all over again and take another damage. So my plan was to evade, actually put 2 damage on this thing with guns, and then do something else. Because I figured then if you let that one hit you, you could then use your Agnes ability to finish that off before it attacks. Yeah, I had my
can't
heart in the
because
right place.
I would die.
Oh, well, I had my heart in the right place.
You just gotta
Yeah.
meat
Yeah.
cleaver them to death.
Yeah.
No, I'll just evade. So I'm evading this Magna guy 4 versus 3.
Ah.
Try again. Yeah. And should we if I hit
Okay, so
this
Mhm.
no, it deals damage. If I hit
It would
this,
kill me. Or it would almost kill Renfield. Puts us in a sticky wicket is what it does.
Okay, so I think I'll just evade this other guy. Four versus 3.
Whoa! Nice.
Okay. All right, we get to do it all again next turn.
Yeah, so much fun.
This is like when you get your car stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
Okay. Enemy phase.
Okay, take a damage, take a pain.
So I think we're gonna do the same plan again, right, Daisy?
Yeah.
Just
I
gonna
think so.
pump me up and let me evade this thing.
Yeah.
Pump up the jam, pump it up,
Well,
so
I
we
was
can
thinking
evade.
of starting to attack this because it's only combat 2.
Yeah, but it's got fungal infestation.
Let me see what it
Oh.
does. Invasive.
Did it
Oh.
engage with you now? Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'll just take
don't
them.
want it to take invasive candids of me.
Well, the invasive candids is not terrible. I'm okay with that. So what I'll do is
Safina's
I'm
not
gonna
trying to make an
find
OnlyFans account today, okay?
I only
So
recently found out what that was.
So are we on upkeep?
Yeah.
Yep.
So here's what I'm thinking. We could,
Oh no, kleptomania.
if you put him
Can I steal your backpack?
right. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing on there. In there. Take it.
All right, so I think we're on new turn. Have we all done upkeep?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so we're on 2
Yeah.
Doom, and here we go.
Do not
If I
next
fail,
round is Renfield and my.
I'm at 4 on 4, and if I fail, I'll lose an action.
Dude. you
Yep, I
got-
failed. I lose an action, and I get a pain. Okay.
Oh, you're screwed, Jenny.
It hurts so much. Alright, so I gotta test 2v0. If I fail for each point I fail by, I gotta choose one of the following. Okay. That's gonna be a
Not
thing.
2. You got 4 damage. You're testing 4v0.
Oh, I thought pain was just the tokens.
The
Oh,
pain
pain.
test is how much damage. I know it's I might fix that because it's confusing, for sure. Pain test has to do with how much damage you have on you.
Okay.
Oh, then what do the pain tokens do?
The other stuff in the scenario.
Oh, yeah, totally fix that.
Yeah,
Okay, so I gotta...
maybe like pain and suffering.
hmm
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, like make these suffering tokens or something. Okay, well, so I gotta choose 4.
You could just put all the Doom on the agenda, and we can just call it here.
Yeah. Well, our turns will be evade,
Yeah.
maybe engage, evade one that.
I only have 2
Okay.
actions, so I'm evading twice, and that's
Okay.
it. I mean,
So
yeah.
evade.
I mean, I could
hopefully-
just take a damage and die.
Yeah.
So
pretty much,
so I can't deny it
not
though,
with
right? Because it triggers multiple times.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd only be able
You
to
can ward
deny
it.
like a damage.
hmm
I can't ward it. I don't have one.
Oh.
I'd have to spend an action to draw this one.
Oh, right.
I mean, I can lose resources.
I'm really curious about what's on the back of this agenda. I mean, what happens when we, get all the Doom?
1, 2. I'll take a damage.
We're
on
gonna find
Renfield.
out right now.
Discard this, I guess.
Oh.
So that's 3, and then 4. I have to add a Doom. It's the only thing I can do that doesn't kill me.
Okay.
Okay, Vase.
All right.
Oh, we would actually advance because I forgot you have a Doom here.
Oh, too late. All right, so on the back of the agenda. All right, Nate, take it away.
Run away! Faster! Spread the pain! As fast as you can, you make a mad dash for a safe distance away from clouds of spores, moss, and fungus. It deeply saddens you. You have to leave that you have left without saving Bolivia. Or, at the very least, discovering her fate. Resolution 3.
All right. Resolution 3 is over here. You can't bear it any longer. Although you are saddened by your lack of resolve and inability to push onward, the alternative would probably have been much worse. Your mind begins to drift, eventually preventing you from discerning whether things you are experiencing are hallucinations or reality. You reach the road and collapse from exhaustion. Count each pain token on your investigator card, record the total in your campaign log. Each investigator earns experience equal to the number of victory points in the victory display. We each gain an additional 2 experience points.
Oh, even for failing. Oh, so we still got an 8 XP from that. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you die, then you don't get any experience other than what's in the victory display.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So clearly we were stuck the whole game in just like 4 locations.
Okay. So here's the question: do we want to have the postmortem on camera or off camera?
I'm okay with it on camera. I think it'll give people like a nice kind of insight into playtesting and how this stuff goes.
Okay. I'd like to start. There's been a suggestion, observation floating around in my head since the very beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. So things that have lots of hit points, you'll note that a lot of scenarios won't shuffle them in immediately. Like you'll get to like Act 2 or Agenda 2 or something, and then they'll be shuffled in. This is a lot of baddies that are a lot of like extra tough baddies that are worth victory points. When like your typical scenario will have like 2 or 3 baddies that are worth victory points. Look at how many we got here. I mean, this is getting out of control. Look at this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, like, I think the pain tokens. I think you've got a great idea there. That's like really cool because it's something like stacks up, but it's not like damage or horror, and yeah, and it's not it's personal. It affects the investigator personally, as opposed to say, Strength of the Abyss from Egypt, where it like goes on it's shared. It goes on like the scenario card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got something personal that affects how your skulls go. I think that's actually pretty cool. The way that works. I gotta say that. I just think, yeah, I think there's so many bad guys. Not only that, but bad guys spawn more bad guys.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know that I hadn't even considered that could be a huge issue. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. Enemies, shuffle them in after Agenda 2.
Yeah, you do have a lot of them, but like, yeah, maybe definitely not right out of the gate, because like we just started getting the nasty victory point bad guys immediately.
Like the first
round
card I pulled was one of these. Of course, it didn't do anything right at the start, but still, it was there.
Yeah. So a good question is, especially during Agenda 1, did they even need to be in the encounter deck at that stage of the game?
Which ones?
I guess the enemies that you would set aside and you would receive them later, did they even need to be in the encounter deck at the beginning?
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess instead of making them come out, because I was thinking like make it more of a threat, like this is coming next turn, and it gives you 2 turns to kind of to set up for enemies. But I hadn't considered if everybody draws an enemy, then you're swarmed, and then that round you can also get more enemies. So yeah. Probably not. I think it's not necessary to have them just come in face down. So I think that's a really good point. Maybe just not even throw them in there until after it advances or something.
Yeah, and remember how in the Unspeakable Oath, how you don't even have any lunatics in the encounter deck at all until at least a couple of Doom in, because that represents your locked inside, and then the lunatics actually are able to harm you. So that's like a similar case to here, because it seems like the fungus doesn't start actually polluting everything until a couple of turns in. Yeah, and that could be when a lot of the fungal stuff like enters the encounter deck. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's some great feedback actually. I like the idea of not shuffling the enemies. Maybe I'll add another agenda or extend the length of one of them, and then kind of. Yeah,
this is kind of a tough call. This is always the toughest part. I've been told is the figuring out how your agendas and acts work. Yeah.
Yeah. The scaling it's difficult to go from one player to many players for sure.
Oh yeah.
I tweaked a lot. I mean, I had a lot of good feedback for solo play, and this is adjusted big time after that feedback. But 4 players is way different because you're pulling 4 encounter cards, and like you said, a lot of these enemies spawn more enemies or more encounter cards. So definitely something to keep in mind here for that. What are your thoughts on? You didn't get through the whole story, but what are your thoughts in terms of the pace of the story and things like that?
I mean, it was hard to tell because we didn't get through most of the story, but I guess my only thing that I would say is that the what is it, the second act like implies that you're getting out of the house, but we were still in the house.
Yeah.
That's a
So-
good one.
Yeah.
So that's
I have actually a point that's kind of similar to that. So I think I think what you have here is pretty good. All right, so we're being called to a house by, like, I guess we get a letter to bring us to a dinner party by a friend of ours. I think your introduction needed like 1 or 2 sentences just to tell us why do we suspect that she's discovered something. Because I think your introduction talks about how she may or may not have discovered something. So like
Yeah.
maybe the introduction gave us like 2 sentences of like she's a botanist or a herbologist or and she's and we know that she's been working on something. Did she discover something? Is that why she's inviting us over?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's that. I also don't think you need to do just the bedroom. It's kind of tacky. Just steal the idea from your house and just use multiple rooms of the house. I don't think there's much of a reason to just have one room.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so change
Yeah.
locations to different rooms.
Yeah, because it makes
Could
more
be like
sense.
bedroom, study,
Dining
kitchen,
room.
dining
Yeah.
room. Like,
Definitely the
plus it's
bathroom.
weird.
You got to make one location the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I had considered doing that, but then I thought it might be too similar to like The Gathering.
That's
I guess
okay.
it's not a
That is
bad thing.
okay. Yeah. That's honestly that's fine. A house is a house is a house.
If this Lady Bolivia is a botanist or something like that, it could be like a green room or something, one of those. So it would be similar to The Gathering or
Yeah.
for example, unnameable.
Yeah.
I mean the 10,000 Shapes of Horror house.
Mhm.
Yeah, having an entryway I think is kind of important because I noticed from the introduction we walked into the house and we were immediately in the bedroom.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not the first to give me that feedback, so that's something I've been thinking about too.
Yeah.
Because in fact, one of the playtesters said that it seemed bizarre to just start at the bedroom. Like, why would you go to the bedroom? So it's a good point. So
Having a dining room would be a good location just to show. Well, I guess she's not having a dinner party.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Or there could be like a moldy cake on the table.
Yeah.
everywhere.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because of moss.
Cool. This is a lot of great feedback so far.
Yeah.
So the scenario then kind of develops into you go outside and then you go into like a cellar, and in the cellar then you find stuff. So pretty much it plays out similar, I guess, to the Return to the Gathering, because in Return to the Gathering you go below the house, I guess, and you find that whole area. So I guess using the same beats as Return to the Gathering, do you think that maybe just needs a rework, or do you think that would still be okay?
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine. You have that location, the tree. Because that location, the tree, it's what's perfect for there. When you said the cellar, that's perfect because that could be the door to the cellar. You open it up, and that's how you get into the cellar. Because you know how those houses where there may not be an interior entrance to the cellar.
Yeah, it was like a bulkhead outside or something.
It's outside.
Exactly. You got to open it up, and then that's how you get into the cellar.
That is
So
how
it's
it is.
kinda
Right
perfect.
now. That's how it is. It's when you get to the tree, the clues you spend mean you're shuffling around and you notice there's a cellar door on the ground
Yeah.
next to the tree, and you go under there.
Hmm.
All right, cool. So keep that as is. All
Yeah,
right.
that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dining room. I got a whole page. I gotta get another page. Whole page of notes. All right. So for enemies, clearly not just the amount of enemies, but the strength of the enemy seems to be a little bit too much. I had that one scale for one player so it doesn't do the fungal infestation, but even with that, like on a 4-player, that enemy becomes much tougher because it doesn't have 1 health. I kind of like that enemy, but do you think I should reduce its combat from 5 to a little bit lower, or at least
Okay.
its base value?
So
I think one
This is-
suggestion. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
Oh yeah, so this may be but maybe a repeat of what you were gonna say, but okay, so 5 health enemies, those are like bosses.
5
so
combat.
Yeah, 5 combat enemies. Sorry. So these are enemies where this is going to depend on when you want to shuffle them into the deck. You know, a 5 combat enemy at the very beginning of the game, that's like, what the hell, man? You know, but a 5 health enemy and like Act 2 or Act 3, maybe they're only in the basement. You see, that's something you'll need to decide for yourself. Like, when you shuffle them into the deck can determine like how tough they are.
Okay, good point. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I will say though, I think you had a few too many 3 health enemies.
Too many 3 health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
because
also
3
think
health
that-
is special. You know.
Yeah,
Mm,
and I
yeah.
think that you could like drop 1 or 2 of those victory point enemies in total.
Reduce the number of them. So instead of 4,
Yeah, like
There were
Is that
so
like-
many.
like maybe 3 or 2. Maybe 3 for the what's it called, the Shambler.
okay. Now that you mentioned the Chambler, so lower the number of victory point enemies. So now, the keyword for Dimensional Stalker. What do you think about that?
Okay, so we lost the table, so I can't see which one was Dimensional Stalker. That was the one
That's
that.
where they basically teleport to where you are if you're their prey. The initial way I had it, it didn't have to have a prey. Like, it would just hunt whoever would take it and attack. But then that was too much from the feedback of some of the one-player playtesters. So I added the prey instructions, and if you don't meet the prey instructions, it doesn't do its ability.
Mhm.
Do you think that's fair? Do you think it needs to be tweaked?
I think the ability is fine. I think it's
Yeah.
more just like the amount of the enemies that we saw was a little rough. But my suggestion was going to be with the what's the name of that enemy? The 3-2-4 enemy.
Oh yeah.
The one that like grabs more copies of itself. I think it'd be more interesting if it swarmed rather than grabbing
cripple
more out of the
copies.
encounter deck. Because that it
So
lowers
if I
the
add swarm. Here's the risk. Why I thought about doing swarm with that, but then I'd have to add another keyword. I wanted one keyword that would incorporate bringing more enemies, but also instead of enemies, sometimes a certain creature would bring in just a certain encounter card, like the moss growth,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
So if I add swarming, I have to add that keyword because not everyone knows what swarming is.
True.
So I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I think
Personally, go for it.
I was just gonna say, I think that most people that are gonna play this scenario are gonna be aware of what swarming is, right? Like, I think most people that play fan-made content are pretty entrenched in the game to begin with, so I don't think that's really too much of an issue. But I think that by adding swarm to that card, like if you only have like 1 or 2 copies in the deck, then it still gives you that feel of it being like surrounding you, but without having to, you know, like ruin the imbalance of the encounter deck.
I see.
So the thing
What if-
about that guy is he's 4 to evade, right?
Yeah.
So the thing about him is that, okay, let's say you're up against him and you have no way of dealing 2 damage. You're pretty hosed because if you damage it once, it gets another one.
Yeah.
You damage that one once, it gets another one.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this? It's like you can never get rid of it by doing single damage
It
shots.
was a mean thing. That's what I wanted it to do.
But here's the problem. If you're already down and you're unable to do 2 damage shots, it's a 4 to evade. So you're pretty hosed if you don't have a way to do 2 damage, like ready to go.
Mhm.
What do you
See what
think
I'm
is a
saying?
good amount of evade? 2 or 3?
Oh, for that guy?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. This is hard. This is the hard part.
Yeah.
Like what the numbers need to be.
Without the context of the other creatures, because I'm going to adjust obviously a lot in terms of the amount of creatures and things like that. But in its own context, say you're just dealing with that thing, you don't have a way to deal 2 damage to it.
I have a feeling with that guy, if you want the players to hit it for 2 damage and kill it, maybe make it like 2-2-3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe make it like 3-2-2.
Yeah, or 3-2-2. Yeah. Because then it's like it so 3-2-2 if you want your players to evade it. So one thing I will say is that the idea of enemies that if you attack them and you don't kill them, they exhaust themselves but have an additional effect. I think that's actually pretty cool because that's interesting. It means that you want to either A, evade them and then attack them, or attack them, get the
And then
nasty
get out of
effects, but they don't. You get the nasty effect, but they don't hurt you in the enemy phase. You know, that's they
yeah.
disengage from you and everything. I mean, I think that's interesting. What you've got going on there. That's pretty good. That whole mechanic of you attack it and don't kill it. They exhaust.
So just to refresh,
very important. You know,
the way the infestation works, if you hit it and you don't kill it with the attack, it exhausts, and then the other card spawns. And if the card that spawns is an enemy, it spawns exhausted as well.
okay. You see, that I think is actually kind of interesting, because it's more it provides more like tactical play than I hit it and like or I evade it. But this one is like, oh wait, I can hit it, which has an upside and a downside, or I can evade it, which has an upside and a downside because I might have the super hunter, and later, yeah.
Yeah.
So that part, I think you've done a good job with that part.
Cool. All right. So
Yeah.
just the stats of that one is pretty much what mostly needs to be done. Look into swarming instead of the. I like having it spawn more without the specific the swarm. I didn't want to because I already have a lot of like deck hate, like taking cards away from your deck, and between the fact that I have to add the keyword into the scenario guide and taking more cards from character decks, I thought it might be too much. But I think I'm gonna end up keeping it with that keyword, but reduce the stats. I think that's a good idea. I like your analysis of it, of giving you a tactical something to think about in terms of how you're going to deal with it tactically, and giving you more complex ways to deal with it, whether you hit it and run away or evade it and run away and that kind of stuff. Cool. What about the speaking of the fungal infestation? So other creatures have fungal infestation that's not enemies. They'll spawn an encounter card instead if you hit it and it exhausts and all that. Do you think that I should keep that, or just keep it to spawning other copies of itself?
I think that's a great idea. What you've got, spawning an encounter card, because it's like you exhaust the thing, it's not going to hurt you in the enemy phase. Instead, you're getting an encounter card, which you might be able to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fitting. It's fitting to the idea of a fungal infestation, right? Like if you beat a giant fungus monster and you like spread its spores all over the place, like it's going to create moss everywhere. Pun intended. So
moss everywhere. Do you think there's too many copies of that one? Because that kills your actions, right?
How many are there?
There's 4 copies, and we drew at least 6 times or 7 times.
Yeah,
maybe do 3.
Yeah.
I think, isn't it true that like most encounter sets have no more than 3 of an individual encounter card?
Yes.
I pretty much have 4 of almost all of them in this one.
Yeah.
For a few minor ones. So reduce
some
of them. Okay.
Because I think even if you reduce it by 1, that'll have a pretty big impact on how often you draw it.
Okay. Do you think that moss everywhere, that I should make it a fast action if you were to take the test instead of an action?
It seems fine. I mean, that's think like locked door. It's like you spend an action, you take a test in order to get rid of it. It seems fine. I think the only thing troublesome about that one is because you have to take 2 actions to enter. It's like the person who's entering can't deal with it.
Right.
But
right.
that's fine. That might be just fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's something that testing will reveal whether that's fine. Yeah.
The other one, cardiasis. I don't know how to pronounce the word. I just research a lot of mold and mold. But the invasive candidiasis. That one during the initial playtest. Oh no, not that one. It's the one. It's the one where you put a certain number of tokens after you fail a test of 5 willpower. Initially, I didn't put a limit on the number of tokens that could go on it, but it was way too brutal. It's basically like having an overzealous because you... Oh wait, we never drew that card, did we? That card never came up. That's interesting.
Oh my god. There's more.
Yeah, there's one card where you take a test and there's cards that then you'll put 3 encounter cards under it. and then during the next encounter phase, you draw one of those cards in addition to your.
Oh, that's brutal.
Jesus.
That
Yeah,
is brutal.
That's pretty rough. I'll kind of look at that and send it to you guys and see what you guys think. But speaking of the test, there's one. I'm trying to find it now. Looking here, but if you remember, you take a willpower test of 5, and for each point you fail by, you put a token. Then you take a damage, or when you draw a card, you can instead discard the card to remove a token.
Yeah, that seemed fine.
That one was okay. Okay. And,
Yeah, that seemed okay. What do you guys think about that one? That one's a tough one, actually.
I think it's going to be obviously much more brutal for investigators that can't draw very well, because like if you can trade a preposterous sketches for 3 of those charges, then that's probably a lot more lenient than like having to spend 3 upkeeps trying to get rid of the same thing. So
what if it was only upkeep? Like it only affected your upkeep draws. You know,
I didn't want to do that because it deals a damage at the end of the Mythos phase. And if you were dying, and you could spend 3 actions to draw 3 cards and just get rid of 3 tokens, versus if you only can do it then you're guaranteed to take another the card basically is doing 2 damage minimum at that point.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And do you think I should add more cards that are a little bit more whiffy, like say like Locked Door is one that can whiff, that can give you a little breathing room?
Personally, I very much dislike cards that whiff. You'll notice that in the over the course of the design of the game, cards that whiff have tended to. They now say
gain surge.
Gain surge, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can always lean on that. Like you have this high stakes effect that could whiff, and if it does, just give it surge. You know.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Because we've all breathed sighs of relief when Obscuring Mist hits a location that we've already investigated.
Yeah.
It's like drawing an elder sign.
Yeah, but you notice as soon as Carcosa, they stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Cool. I got a ton of notes. Do you guys have any other thoughts? Anything else that I should adjust?
I'll let you know on the Discord if I can think of anything, but my dog is saying that we need to go outside, so I'll have to leave it to it. But thanks for the great scenario and hope for the best.
Cool. Thanks for helping playtest it. I know playtests aren't always the most fun.
Yeah. Anytime, man.
All right, guys. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Bye.
I think you have a good idea here. The game has yet to do fungus or plants or anything like that. So you've got a niche here that you're leaning into with the way the fungus baddies work.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's definitely the strongest point of the scenario, was that it felt so unique from anything else that I've played. So kudos to you for that.
Yeah.
Well, the next one is kind of done. I haven't done round 1 of playtest, so it's a little more rough around the edges than this one. So I'm not gonna bring it out just yet for a 4-player playtest. But that one is a different tone. It's more like you're basically going through like a psychedelic trip from all the fungus.
Oh, because fungus.
Scenario.
Yeah. Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
So, and you're lost in the streets of Arkham at night, in this basically undergoing this psychedelic trip.
Oh, and you could use the locations from the core set.
That's a good idea. I considered that, but I had a different idea. I'll just briefly mention, because you're lost, I made it an explore mechanic, so you don't know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Because you're lost. Yeah.
So I thought about doing the streets from the core set, but then I'm like, well, then you know where you're going if you do that. So, anyways,
You could do both. You can put your house in the explore deck.
your house. Yeah, you burned it down.
How the hell did I get here? That's interesting, because you could even go into like the Dreamlands at that point too.
Right?
Like you're having this psychedelic trip, and then all of a sudden you like find a way into the Dreamlands.
How did that happen?
I don't know, but I saw these mushrooms and it was great.
Cool. Well, thanks a lot, guys. I know it's sometimes playtests can be rough. But that's what.
No,
they're
this
there
is
for.
okay. Now with the content drought between Dream Eaters and Innsmouth, now is like the greatest time to be doing custom content and playtesting and learning and refining. Now's the time to do it.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool,
Well,
man.
Is there anything you guys want to say before we sign off on today's stream?
Thank you for all the blessed tokens.
It helped a little. We would have been long gone if that didn't happen.
That's
Yeah.
very true. Yeah, there was definitely some key tests that we passed because of those blessed tokens.
Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised
And
that chat
Arkham Con.
doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm surprised chat doesn't troll us more with curse tokens.
I think they saw us suffering.
Yeah, they were like, right. Nate.
They're gonna like kick me off the. They're gonna kick me out of the chat if I give them a curse token.
Oh.
Just because the curse tokens cost more.
Yeah, and chat sees Nate playing. They're like, "Oh, Nate's playing. He's got enough problems."
Well,
Every time
I
it's-
feel the love right now.
Every time it goes bless into. See, every time it goes bless into. It goes bless into tentacle. It's like that's the secret laughter. But if you
Or-
get curse into tentacle, it's like oh.
It's like,
The
wow,
double
this back
tentacle
really
was
wanted me to
bad.
fail that test.
The double blessed tentacle of this game was the most hilarious moment, I think.
I think second most was first action draw and I fall asleep.
Not even just first action of your turn, but like first action of the game was fall asleep.
It was a rough start, man. We didn't do anything that first round. It was like
Yeah.
investigate, fail, auto fail, bless.
We might as well just like put a doom on the agenda and then
Right.
start the game.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Man, but
All right,
speaking of
guys.
Doom on cards, man. Friday I will be going back to the Forgotten Age, and we're gonna have to replay Doom of Etzley, so that'll be fun. And hope to see
Did
you
Joe
guys
Diamond
there.
die? Did Joe Diamond lose? Is that what happened?
Yeah. So at the
Hey, you and Forgotten Age, man. I swear. What's going on, man?
And
we didn't die because we didn't have enough of Yig's Fury to die, but yeah, we have to replay Doom of Etzley, so
Oh my gosh.
you gotta
What-
burn it
man,
down, dude. Every
You and
time.
Forgotten Age, dude.
I know.
We gotta shape you up. We gotta send you to boot camp or something.
well,
You know,
Mandy
to feel like-
did fine, man. Mandy crushed that scenario. And then she
Yeah,
just
that
died. She
scenario.
died to trauma at like some interlude after freaking City
Oh
of
my
Archives.
By the time you get through like Forgotten Age, Return to Forgotten Age will be out.
To be fair, isn't it coming out like next month? So
Yeah, it's gonna
Like-
take you that long because you
I'll be forced to replay friggin' Doom of Etzley like 5 times. Yeah, that would be my
Oh,
luck.
God.
Oh man. All right. Well,
Yeah.
that's gonna do it today, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back on Friday for some more Arkham Horror LCG. So until then, we'll stay safe and don't get lost out there.